It's always when you're late for work, the dog's chasing the mailman, and your teenager just backed into the mailbox. That's why at Paramount Insurance in Sweetwater, we make sure you're covered before life gets messy. Home, auto, business, we've seen it all, and we'll be there when Murphy's Law strikes. Give us a call or stop by today. Paramount Insurance Services, because life happens fast, and so do we.
Sweetwater sure knows how to do Halloween, and we're inviting you to Historic Halloween in downtown Sweetwater on October 31st from 5 to 8 p.m. at our Sweetwater Depot. Come on out for candy stations, dance parties, vendors, trunk or treat, and so much more. Put on your best costume and let's dance the night away.
No matter who you're rooting for, you can always count on the winning team at Volunteer Federal, a strong, friendly, full-service bank that's been making mortgages locally since way back in 1974. Our friendly professional staff is always ready and willing to help with your financial needs. And with convenient branches in Sweetwater, Madisonville, Von Orr, and Tellico Plains, we're just around the corner at the home of better banking. Come home to better banking at Volunteer Federal. We're Monroe County's oldest locally owned bank. Volunteer Federal, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Are you looking for a new healthcare provider close to home? Chota Community Health Services is excited to announce 3 new primary care providers right here in Monroe County. Dr. William Davies and nurse practitioners Kara Kalir and Era Ford are all accepting new patients in our Madisonville office. Please call 423-442-2622 to schedule an appointment today.
The voice of the Wildcats, WMTY and WDEH, Sweetwater.
It's time for this week's View from the Sideline. Here's Brian Birchfield.
It's time for this week's View from the Sideline, the final regular season View from the Sideline of the season, joined by the head coach of the Wildcat, Tommy Bunch. And, Coach, I guess it's a sign that when you're getting older, it seems like time flies faster, and it seems like it was just week 1 last week, and here we are, final game of the regular season. What do you think about that?
Yeah, very true, Brian. The season has absolutely flew by. You know, I was talking to Coach Martin one day this week, and we talked about just that, how it seems like it takes so long to get to week 1, but then before you know it, you're at week 10, and that's where we're at.
Of course, you played this past Saturday. Everything there with Director of Schools, Miss Gooden passing away, Dr. Gooden passing away, moved that game from Friday to Saturday. That game with McMinn Central, it was a hard-fought game, and one that I know you felt like in some areas maybe let get away from you. But now a quick turnaround to play tonight on Thursday. How have things changed for you? How have you adjusted your schedule from playing on Saturday to now the quick turnaround to play on Thursday?
Yeah, you know, about the quick turnaround, you know, it's probably the quickest turnaround I've ever experienced since coaching football. You know, you play a game on Saturday, and then you're fixing to play one on the very next Thursday. And so, you know, win or lose that game, we wouldn't have had much time to either celebrate it or sulk in it. You know, we've had to get over it, and we've had to do just that because, you know, we've got a really important ball game tonight versus Scott County. We do still control our own destiny as far as being able to make the playoffs. And so, you know, we've had to get over that heartbreaker of a loss. You know, and as you mentioned, I do feel like we didn't take advantage of some things in the game, and that's from a coaching and player standpoint. You know, I think we all play a role in. We all could have done a little more, you know, in order to get that. But we've had to flush that, and we've had to get focused on us, get focused on Scott County. The weather this week also, you know, I think it was probably a blessing. It kind of helped us to change our schedule around just a little bit. You know, it has not stopped raining until this morning, and so it's required us to stay off our guys physically a little bit. And I never think that's a bad thing at this point in the season. to allow your guys to get their legs under them so that we can come into this game fresh, especially after just playing 5 days ago.
It's big, as you've already stated, that even with that region loss last week, you're still in control of your situation. Of course, tonight it is win, you're in the playoffs. Lose, your season's done. It's pretty straightforward tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You said it. That's how it's been laid out. That's what we've talked about this week. And, one of the first things we done on Monday is we lined up our 7 seniors, and we just said, hey, this is who we're playing for. Obviously you're playing for your own personal pride and you're playing for Sweetwater, but these 7 guys have poured into our program. They're going to leave it better than it was a couple of years ago, we believe, and we just believe that we owe it to those guys to give everything that we have in preparation and in execution tonight in the ball game. And it's a great group of seniors, a great group of guys, and I have no doubt that our underclassmen are going to lay it all on the line for them as we're playing the game for those guys tonight.
That's Stewart head football coach Tommy Bunch on this week's View from the Sideline, brought to you by Valley Insurance. His team tonight preparing to host the Scott High Highlanders in a Region 2-3A matchup, final game of the regular season, playoffs on the line. Coach, you mentioned the weather. It's been a rainy week this week. Of course, earlier in the season, got that rain coming in, the Meigs County game, and the field turned a little sloppy there, Carter Field, King Barong Stadium. How does it affect things tonight? You're going to run the football, so I don't imagine it's going to affect much there, but the sloppier field conditions that may come into play tonight, what do you think about that?
Yeah, it does change the game. It requires you to slow down in a sense. Both teams, we're both going to play on the same field, so I don't think it's unfair advantage, to anybody. It does lend to our style of ball a little bit more than what it probably does Scott County's. They want to throw it a bit more than what we do. But, we're going to both be playing on the same track. It's going to slow both of us down a little bit, makes you be a little bit more conscious of each step that you take on the field. But, we practiced Tuesday. Tuesday was our wet practice day. We went out. I told them we're practicing. I don't care what the conditions are. We're practicing outside. We got to get a physical day in. You got to go out and you got to move on a wet track, and we got to play with a wet ball. And they had a really good practice on Tuesday. I thought our guys executed. I thought we were focused in that practice, and I thought we managed those weather conditions well. And, the field has held up pretty good, too, considering the amount of rain that we have received this week. I just walked it this morning, and I think that it's held up pretty good as long as it doesn't come another major downpour like it did in that Meigs game. I think we're going to be okay, and I don't think the playing conditions are going to be too awful bad.
Of course, right here we want to send a shout-out. I don't want to name people individually because there's so many people, but in the off-season, there's a lot of work done on that field over there to help it drain better. So hopefully the fruits of that labor will be realized tonight in the conditions.
I was going to say, yeah, most definitely. A lot of work went into our field drainage this off season, and if we didn't have that field drainage in the Meigs game, it may still be standing out there as much rain as fell. But all joking aside, a lot of work did go into that, and it has definitely helped improve our field conditions this year. I'm so very thankful for that.
Let's take a look at your opponent, the Scott Highlanders. They're 6-3 coming into this game. Interesting when you look at the results of their games and compare common opponents. Of course, you have several being region opponents. How they've fared against some region opponents compared to how you have, kind of a mixed bag. So it's really hard to look at that and glean anything about that matchup from the common opponent results for each of your teams, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely is. I had a player years ago. They were interviewing him on TV, and they were talking about score comparisons, and I think somebody we had played, maybe they beat a lot worse than what we did, that year. And his response was, there's no transitive property in football, and I had to look up what transitive property means, but, it's true. Every matchup is different. We're going to match up to Scott County differently than our other region opponents did. the field conditions are going to definitely factor into that tonight too. And, that may not have been the case in another game that they played in. And so every game's individual. None of them have a dependence or factor in how, we're going to do against them. One thing I take away from it though is I kind of feel like most of the teams in our region are pretty even with each other, and I think that is shown through, people beating each other and other people beating others, and just the score differentials in those games.
When you've looked at the film this week for the Scott football team, what are some things that you've noticed about them?
So I'm going to compare them to what I seen from last year. When we became region opponents with them this off season, I'd gathered some stuff and started watching some film on them from last year. So the first thing I'm going to say is that they are majorly improved. I think Coach Hall and his staff at Scott County have done a really good job of coming into that program, rebranding it, and getting a competitive team on the field. And then when you start looking at what they do offensively and defensively they're much like us. They base out of an even front defense. They'll blitz a little bit. Coverage-wise, I think versus us, you're going to see a cover 3 team. Because of our wing T style offense, and so they're very similar to us on that side of the ball. And then offensively, they do a lot of different things offensively. It's a very modern offense. They incorporate the RPO stuff into their offense. They have a couple of really big linemen that they play at guards, and they try to pull those guys out to get in front of running backs. And then they have a big quarterback also. Somebody that I don't think is a real scrambling threat, but they do have a quarterback-designed run game that he can definitely affect defenses with. And so they're a multiple offense. They have weapons on that side of the field. Number 13 is a tall, rangy receiver, much like Isaiah Stiles is for us. And so we're going to try to match those two up with each other when we're on defense and try to take that away from them, and then just try to tackle the football in the run game.
Sweetwater head football coach Tommy Bunch on this week's View from the Sideline, brought to you by Valley Insurance. Coach, thank you for your time, and here's hoping your team extends their season tonight with a win over Scott.
Yeah, most definitely. Thank you, Brian, and go Cats.
You've been listening to View from the Sideline. Stay tuned. The Fairweather Financial Countdown to Kickoff is coming up next.
Hi, this is Jim Fairweather, owner and founder of Fairweather Financial, and I am proud to be a sponsor and supporter of the Sweetwater Wildcats. A good game plan is key to athletic success, and the same is true with financial success. At Fairweather Financial, we can work with you to build a personalized financial game plan. Give us a call, stop by the office in downtown Sweetwater, or check us out on the web. Go Wildcats!
Fairweather Financial. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
We've got everything you need for building and remodeling. Valley Building Supply. Like cabinets, flooring, electrical and plumbing. Valley Building Supply. We're here to understand and help you with your plan. Nobody takes care of you better. The right people and materials, we bring them all together. Inside or out, go to Valley Building Supply.
Good service, great price. Check us out online at valleybuildingsupplytn.com.
Looking for good home cooking right here in Sweetwater? Come to Sweetwater Crossings. We're serving up hot breakfast and hearty lunches Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Enjoy daily specials like smoked sausage and sauerkraut, cube steak and gravy, meatloaf, chicken livers, beef stew, country fried steak, plus fresh vegetables, soups, and homemade desserts. We've got pies and cobblers, just like Grandma made. Sweetwater Crossings, where friends meet and nobody leaves hungry.
town or need a safe spot for your pup during the day? Sarah's Paw Paradise in Sweetwater has you covered. With plenty of outdoor space, secure kennels, and social time with other dogs, your furry friend will feel right at home. Everything is provided. All we need is your pet's vaccine documentation and, of course, your fur baby. Give your dog the fun, care, and comfort they deserve at Sarah's Paw Paradise. They are located at 1014 North Main Street in Sweetwater. Call 423-836-8639.
At Sweetwater Insurance Agency, we like to think of our customers as friends and family. Sweetwater Insurance Agency has served this area for over 100 years, providing security for people like you and me. We are located under the red roof at 118 West North Street, or you can give us a call at 423-337-5088. And you can even email us at agent@sweetwaterinsurance.com. Sweetwater Insurance Agency represents many fine insurance companies, including Farmers Mutual of Tennessee. This is Harris Lovingood, inviting you to contact us for all your insurance needs.
Count on Star Regional Medical Center when every minute matters. Emergencies strike day or night, so we're here when you need us most, providing emergency care close to home, including the higher levels of heart care found in an accredited chest pain center. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Star Regional Medical Center. From the routine to the unforeseen, count on us. Check our average ER wait time at starregional.com.
Fall is almost here, and at Ag Central Co-op, we're ready to help you make the most of the season. Whether you're planting food plots, reseeding pasture, or sowing your lawn, we've got the seeds and fertilizers to keep things growing strong. And when it's time to clear brush or cut trails, DR Power Equipment is built to handle the toughest jobs. Check out our unbeatable prices. Stop by Ag Central, where hardware, farm, and field come together this fall. That's Ag Central Co-op, New Highway 68, Sweetwater.
The voice of the Wildcats, WMTY and WDEH Sweetwater.
We welcome you to the Fairweather Financial Countdown to Kickoff. We now take you live to the field. Here are your hosts, Brian Birchfield and Artie Gross.
Good evening. We welcome you live to Sweetwater High School. Tonight, the Sweetwater Wildcats, their final regular season game of the season, and hopefully not their final game, as tonight, drama. They have to win to get in. If you lose, your season's over. As a matter of fact, that's true for both teams in the game tonight. Their opponent, Scott Highlanders, as well. If they win tonight, they get in the playoffs. If they lose, their season is over. So that's what's riding on the line, this important Region 2-3A matchup. Glad you're with us tonight on WMTY and WDEH. I'm Brian Birchfield, joined along with Artie Gross, Brian Nile here in the press box. Got Jacob Keener back to station running master controls, and we got Tony Cox on the camera for us tonight. This will be the first meeting between these programs. Sweetwater Wildcats hosting the Scott Highlanders, as we said, final game of the regular season. And these teams playing for the first time, the winner will get in the playoffs and get to play at least one more week next week. And we'll have all the scenarios here in just a few moments, because Sweetwater, they've got to win to get in, but with some help, they can still host a playoff game. That seems strange after losing a close one here Saturday against McMinn Central, another region game that they were right there in and just had opportunities but couldn't capitalize. And we kind of thought that loss, that kind of knocks them out of being able to host, but if they get a little help, they can still host with a win tonight.
Can wind up anywhere from 2 to 5. The problem with 5 is they don't get to play next week.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, I'm glad to be back. First of all, I get nervous when you bring Coach Martin in here, because I'm like, I'm not going to have a job to go back to. That kind of experience going in front of me. But yeah, this is a big ball game for both teams. They know what's on the line, and we're senior night here, and none of these guys want this to be the last one. So we'll have to see what happens.
Well, and it's one of those things where it seems like we just started the season. I said it to Coach Bunch and View from the sideline, and here we are week 10. And as you said, for these seniors, you lose tonight, all of a sudden your high school football career is over.
It's over.
And it seems like it just kind of got underway for a lot of these guys.
You know, and I remember well, like it literally like it was yesterday, the night that happened. And when you've put years and years into this and then it's just done, that one don't go away from you. I don't care if it is 30-some years later.
Well, the Scott Highlanders, they're not concerned about that for the Sweetwater seniors. They want to make it their last football game. They're in here to try to get themselves in the playoffs. The Scott Highlanders 6-3 on the year. Their losses coming at McMinn Central 42-14, against Kingston 28-3, and then they give Meigs County all they wanted and come up short against the Tigers 23-17. And so, being region opponents, plenty of common opponents, but as you look at how they performed against some teams in the region compared to how Sweetwater done, you can't really look at it on paper and go, hey, here's the favorite or here's what we think is going to happen.
Well, and that's what I've been telling people all week when they ask about it. Obviously I haven't watched Scott play, but just kind of keeping track of these their results throughout the year. You look and, Kingston and Central both kind of handled them.
Mm-hmm.
And Sweetwater beat one of those teams and barely lost to the other. And yet the team that beat Sweetwater, Scott gave them fits, like you said, in Meigs County. So it's kind of hard to really get a feel and know what to expect here tonight.
The Highlanders, coached by Billy Hall in his second season, and he's done a good job. His first season a year ago, they went 1-9. This year, he's got them at 6-3. So, improved this team a lot. And again, I said a few weeks ago, Sweetwater's gets to start with Oneida. Their last few ball games, I thought, were coin toss ball games. Tonight, this is another one that I think could go either way. It's going to be, and in those games, it's the team who makes the least mistakes. It seems like Saturday. That wasn't the case. Central turned it over 4 times, but still come away. But Sweetwater made mistakes in other areas. If Sweetwater can play sound and not make many mistakes tonight, this is a very winnable game for them.
Well, the thing about mistakes is sometimes it's how many of them you make, and other times it's at what point do you make them.
Yeah.
So you're right. The best thing to do is keep it as clean as possible, and then you don't have to worry about falling into either one of those situations.
Of course, Sweetwater into the game 5-4, coming off that loss Saturday against McMinn Central. As we said, this game's for the playoffs. Whoever wins will get one of those 4 spots out of Region 2 3A to match up against Region 1 3A in the first week. And so whoever wins tonight will get one of those spots. Whoever loses, their season is done. What more could you ask for a final week of the season ball game?
Well, if you can't have we're going for undefeated and whipping everybody, I guess this is the spot to be in.
You're listening to the Fairweather Financial Countdown to Kickoff. Appreciate Jim Fairweather and his staff at Fairweather Financial, downtown Sweetwater, for planning for the future, getting your finances to meet your goals coming up on down the road, whatever it may be. Jim Fairweather, Fairweather Financial in downtown Sweetwater. We're about 14 minutes away from the kick, and you can listen to our broadcast on WMTY 98.3 FM and WDEH AM 800 in Sweetwater, a simulcast presentation. You can listen on either station. You can listen online at WMTY983.com or WDEHradio.com. You can also watch live video along with our audio on our YouTube page. Just go to YouTube and search WMTY 98.3. Sweetwater High School Wildcats hosting the Scott Highlanders. And we'll have all the play-by-play for you right here. We're going to step away for a timeout. When we come back after the break, we'll have starting lineups and get you set for the kickoff.
People's Bank of East Tennessee is cheering on all our local high school teams this season. Visit any of our local branches and show your support for your school by getting a custom Sweetwater Wildcats, Sequoia Chiefs, or Tellico Plains Bears School Spirit debit card. They offer online and mobile banking, bill pay, mobile check deposits, as well as person-to-person payments. People you know, people you trust. People's Bank. Locally owned and serving the community since 1997. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
McDonald's is excited to be a part of the Sweetwater community. We would like to give you the opportunity to come join our team at one of our 11 locations, which include Sweetwater, Athens, Madisonville, Etowah, Ocoee, Ottawa, or one of the 5 Cleveland locations. It's as simple as texting APPLY to 38000 or dropping by one of the 11 locations for an application. We offer flexible schedules, tuition assistance, competitive wages, and now offering doctor on-demand telehealth. Come join our team at your local McDonald's.
Fall is here. Is your home ready for cooler temperatures? C&E Heating and Air Conditioning has you covered with top quality Amana products. Amana, America's brand for comfort. Enjoy easy financing, year-round support, and unbeatable warranties. With nearly 50 years serving our area in an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, you can trust C&E. Call 423-745-0424 or visit cnehvacathens.com today. C&E Heating and Air Conditioning.
I'm Scott Wilson, principal broker and owner of Realty Executives Main Street in Sweetwater. We are the true area experts in real estate. Our knowledgeable team will assist you in selling or buying your next property. We provide hard work and attention to detail to make sure we deliver the results you're looking for. Contact Realty Executives Main Street today. We're located at 307 North Main Street, Sweetwater, or call 423-836-9494.
The staff at Napa Auto Parts in Sweetwater would like to thank their loyal customers for supporting their business for all these years. Napa Auto Parts has proudly served Sweetwater and the surrounding area since 1973. Owner Scott Skinner and his staff have the expertise to help you find whatever part you need. They have the know-how, the Napa know-how. Stop by and see your friends at Napa Auto Parts on Main Street in Sweetwater or call 337-3555.
Shopping for insurance starts out simple enough, but you soon realize there are a lot of options. Lots and lots of options. You may begin to question whether it's even worth your time. But what if there was one place that took the stress out by doing the shopping for you? This isn't too good to be true. Get your free quote started today at valleyinsuranceservice.com. We are waiting to serve you, just like we have been for over 40 years. We shop, you save time and money. Valley Insurance. Live life protected.
The Fairweather Financial countdown to kickoff is on the air. We're about 9.5 minutes away from Sweetwater hosting the Scott Highlanders here at King Barong Stadium. Again, the winner goes to the playoffs. The loser, their season is done. Let's take a look at the starting lineups tonight. First for the Scott Highlanders, their offensive starters. The left tackle, number 54, Eli Kidd. Left guard, number 64, Hayden Mason. At center, number 50, Mason Llewellyn. Right guard, number 78, Caleb Bell. Right tackle, number 65, Jaden Para. Tight end, number 10, Gus King. Receivers, number 13, Wyatt Lloyd. Number 3, Lucas Newport. And number 4, Jagan Morgan. At running back, number 6, Michael Bond. And quarterback, number 2, Gage Privet. Defensive starters tonight for the Highlanders. Number 15, defensive end, Houston Stanley. The other defensive end, number 16, Braxton Potter. The defensive tackles, number 15, Mason Llewellyn. Number 41, Xavier Parton. Linebackers, number 23, Jesse Jeffries. I like this young man's name coming up. Number 20, Braden Birchfield. Another linebacker, number 0, Desmond Bowling. And then they've got a 4 in the secondary. Strong safety, number 5, Brett Hall. Free safety, number 14, Micah Bowles. The defensive backs, number 8, Keegan Bowling, and number 21, that's Carter Slavin. Kicking tonight will be Justin Lynch, and that's your starters for the Scott Highlanders. And, you know, I've always heard them called Scott County. But everything I see, they call themselves Scott.
Scott.
Scott Highlanders. No county in there.
You'll not see anywhere where the county is listed, but hey, they're from Scott County.
The starters for the Sweetwater Wildcats. Offensive starters, left tackle number 71, Kayvon Lathan. Left guard number 64, Luke Dalton. Center number 51, Hayden Osborne. Right guard number 62, Keldon Jolly. Right tackle number 77, Corbin Nile. Tight end number 7, Landon Murphy. Wingback number 12, Gus Campbell. Fullback number 6, Ty Fitch. Tailback number 5, Jeremiah Paris. Receivers number 1, Bryson Bono. And number 21, Landon Dacus. And at quarterback, number 14, Nolan Dacus. Defensive starters, defensive ends, number 23, Dominic Yeomans. And number 12, Gus Campbell. Defensive tackles, number 56, Aiden Pensley, and number 51, Hayden Osborne. The linebackers, number 54, Logan Whaley, Landon Murphy, number 7, number 14, Nolan Dacus, number 9, Jackson Powell. Defensive backs, number 1, Bryson Bono, number 2, Isaiah Stiles, and number 5, Jeremiah Paris. Kicking and punting tonight, number 22, Cy Prince. The long snapper, number 7, Landon Murphy. And the holder, number 14, Nolan Dacus. That's a look at your starters. Real quick, Artie, we've got a couple minutes left here on the Fairweather Financial Countdown to kick off. Scenarios, as we said, if Sweetwater wins, they're in. If they lose, they're out. That's both same for both teams. But Sweetwater with a win can be anywhere from 2, 3, or 4 in those standings, depending on what the other region teams do in their final matchup.
Exactly. So I'll run through them real quick here. Keep in mind, tonight, Kingston and Meigs are playing. McMinn Central and Austin East are playing. So with wins by Sweetwater, Kingston, and Central, your 1 through 4 would be Kingston, Meigs, Central, Sweetwater. With wins by Sweetwater, Austin East, and Kingston, it would be Kingston, Meigs, Sweetwater at the 3, and then Central. With wins by Sweetwater, Meigs, and Central, you would go Meigs, Central, Sweetwater, Kingston. And with wins by Sweetwater, Meigs, and Austin East, it would be Meigs, Sweetwater at the 2, Kingston, and Central.
Sweetwater can worry about all that later. They need to worry about tonight. If they win, they're in. If they lose, they're not.
And just on the flip side, if Scott wins, they're the 4. Like they've got no options. Just if anybody's out there listening, I'm worried about that.
So a lot on the line. Can Sweetwater get into the playoffs? We're going to find out here in the final game of the regular season as they host the Scott Highlanders. Glad you're with us. We're going to step away. That's going to do it for the Fairweather Financial Countdown to Kickoff. We'll be back with Sweetwater football right after this 90-second timeout.
This has been the Fairweather Financial Countdown to Kickoff. Stay tuned. Kickoff is right after this.
Jackie Jones Ford in Sweetwater makes service simple. Got a recall? Our mobile service team comes to you. Just call Caleb at 423-337-5066 to schedule. Need regular service? We'll pick up and deliver your vehicle. No hassle, no waiting around. We do it all and keep you updated every step of the way. Convenience, reliability, and service you can count on. That's Jackie Jones Ford of Sweetwater.
Have you experienced the difference a pair of quality sunglasses like Oakley, Ray-Ban, or Costa make? These sunglasses protect your eyes from harmful UV rays, and their clarity is unmatched as they eliminate unwanted glare and distortion. Come by Sweetwater Family Eye Care and check out our selection of Oakley, Ray-Ban, and Costa eyewear, available in prescription and non-prescription styles at Sweetwater Family Eye Care on Highway 68 in Sweetwater. Try us and see.
Life happens fast, and when it does, you need an insurance team that's got your back. At Paramount Insurance in Sweetwater, we're here to protect what matters most: your home, your car, your business, and your peace of mind. Local, dependable, and always working for you. That's the Paramount promise. So why wait? Call Paramount Insurance today at 423-337-5092 or stop by and see us on North Street right here in Sweetwater. Paramount Insurance Services. Coverage you can count on, service you can trust.
The following is a presentation of Horn Radio Sports, the official voice of the Sweetwater Wildcats. Oldies 98.3 WMTY.
To the end zone, touchdown. Tennessee, the 35 to the 40, cross midfield.
Beautiful play.
Cuts inside to the end zone. That is going to do it. Sweetwater gets the win.
Sweetwater football on Oldies 98.3 FM is brought to you by
Ag Central Co-op, CNE Heating and Air Conditioning, City of Sweetwater, Chota Community Health Services, Domino's, Fairweather Financial, Fat Hats Grill, Sweetwater Family Eye Care, Jackie Jones Ford, McDonald's, Napa Auto Parts, Paramount Insurance Services, People's Bank of East Tennessee, Realty Executives Main Street, Sarah's Paw Paradise, Sweetwater Hospital Association, Sweetwater Crossings, Sweetwater Insurance Agency, Star Regional Medical Center, Tennessee Metal Products, Valley Building Supply, Valley Insurance, and Volunteer Federal Bank.
We're glad you're with us live at King Barong Stadium, Carter Field, Sweetwater High School tonight. The Wildcats hosting the Scott Highlanders for the final regular season and region game of the year. Scott is 6-3 on the season. Sweetwater 5-4. The winner punches their ticket to the playoffs. The loser, their season is done. And it's a big one. Brian Birchfield, Artie Gross here on the call for you. Brian Nile doing the stats. Tony Cox on the camera on YouTube for us. Jacob Keener back to station running master controls. The captains tonight for Sweetwater: Dacus, Osborne, Paris, and Murphy. It is Scott winning the toss, and they elect to receive to start the game. Quick correction on the starters. Listed incorrectly on one sheet I had. What caught my attention, Isaiah Stiles is starting at receiver for the Wildcats. And one other of note, Bryson Bono is starting as the wingback. And so just a couple corrections to those starters. Sweetwater wearing all black tonight on this Thursday night football game before Halloween. Black jerseys, black pants, gold numerals trimmed in blue. Of course, the blue helmet with the gold Power S on the side and 3 gold stripes down the center. Scott in their road white jerseys, black pants, red numerals, black helmet, red face mask, and they've got the Tennessee Davy Crockett logo on the side. Metallic look to it. Sweetwater kicking away here, and we are underway as Prince puts it in the air, high end over end spinner. It's going to be taken at the 8-yard line. Return to the 15. Now going east and west, and they've not brought him down yet. He's still backpedaling, gets away from the initial would-be tacklers, finds a little room out to the 17-yard line on the return there for the Highlanders, Lucas Newport.
Murphy finally getting him on the ground.
And so Scott will start the football game 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line officially. Senior night here at Sweetwater High School. We'll get to the seniors at halftime for you. The receiver comes in motion across the formation, shotgun. It's going to be a delayed draw, and Sweetwater in the backfield dumping it for a loss.
Logan Whaley.
Big Logan Whaley dropping the tailback for a loss back to the 10-yard line. That's a loss of 8 on that carry that went nowhere. Michael Bond. As they line up quickly, hard count, and they get Yeomans to jump into the neutral zone. That'll be a 5-yard penalty on the Wildcats.
On that last play, Whaley and Murphy
Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
They were both in the gaps, bringing the heat.
It'll be 2nd and 13 now for Scott at their own 15-yard line. Receiver comes in motion across the formation, and now they look to the sideline, and they reset.
Whaley looks like he wants to come again.
Privet, the quarterback. Pistol formation, 4 receiver set. Privet takes a snap, looking to throw quickly to the outside. Receiver goes down to his knees at the 20-yard line for the catch. On the reception, that's Jaden Morgan. And so that's going to set up a 3rd down, about 7, 8. 3rd down and 8. Scott driving right to left toward the concession stand here at Sweetwater High School. 3 receivers to the far side. Privet takes a snap, rolls to the wide side looking. Now lets it go to the outside, complete. And right around the 32-yard line, tiptoeing the sideline, it is Morgan again with the reception, and that's going to be a 1st down. After getting backed up in a 2nd and 8, they convert. Big conversion there for the Highlanders. Line up quickly, handoff. And Sweetwater defends that well, going right guard with a carry, Michael Bond. Not much there on that side.
Jackson Powell the first to get a hold of him, and yeah, they don't waste any time, do they?
No, they're moving at a pretty good clip. And they will give a 2-yard forward progress on that carry for Bond. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Highlanders at their own 35-yard line. And there's movement. Again, they line up quickly. They do a hard count to try to get the defense to jump like Sweetwater did earlier, but that time, they got themselves to jump. It'll be a false start.
Offense. 2nd down.
False start on the Highlanders.
I think part of that was Murphy and Whaley, and here they come in those gaps again.
You good.
Pistol formation, 2nd down and 13. 4 receivers spread the set. Slot receiver comes in motion. They toss to him on the sweep play. He's trying to find the corner, and Jeremiah Parrish defends that well, slings him down at the 32-yard line. That was technically a pass, as it was a shovel pass forward to Lucas Newport, and he's not going to get much, maybe a yard, maybe 2 on that run, or reception, I should say.
Parrish with some authority.
3rd down and 11, big 3rd down. This is from the left hash. Privet, quick snap, rolls to the wide side, looking, pressure coming backside, and he throws it away. Nobody home, incomplete. He was outside the free blocking zone, so that will not be grounding, but nobody over there. And 4th down, big defensive stand by the Wildcats.
Good job by the secondary, keeping everybody covered up long enough that the pressure got there and he just had to get rid of it.
So 4th down and 11 for the Scott Highlanders on the opening drive of the game. They're at their own 32-yard line. King in the punt. Paris back to receive. It's a high snap, but he gets it down and gets the kick away. End over end, it's going to bounce and take a Scott roll down inside the 30, then spins and comes back to the 30 where it will be down. That's where Sweetwater will go on offense for the first time tonight. 9:01 to go first quarter, so it was a punt for the Highlanders on their first drive, and here come the Sweetwater Wildcats.
Well, it's a good defensive start to the ball game. Now let's see if we can get the offense rolling.
1st and 10 Sweetwater at their own 30-yard line. This will be from the left hash, driving left to right toward the scoreboard. First offensive play for the Wildcats tonight. Wing T formation as Dacus under center. Wingback comes in motion. Paris, they pitch to him. Paris trying to find the corner. He does find some room out across the 35 now and knocked out of bounds around the 40. That's close to 1st down yardage. I believe they'll spot him right at the 40. And that should move the chains on 1st down for Sweetwater.
a good start right there.
Sweetwater in the wing tee again. Paris comes in motion. This time they give underneath to Fitch. Fitch gets some blocking, and Fitch out to the 45 to the 46-yard line before he's brought down. Another good run on first down for Sweetwater.
Well, Scott knows there's a big dose of Ty Fitch coming. They probably expected it on the first play. If they didn't get it then, they should have been expecting it on that one.
Later in the broadcast, we talked about possible scenarios if Sweetwater wins, if Scott wins, who gets in the playoffs. We'll talk possible opponents later in the broadcast, so stay tuned for that. Two-back set for Sweetwater on a 2nd down and 4. Handoff Paris. Stutter steps in the hole, then finds Hole. Good patient run out across midfield, down to the 45 to the 40, and along the sideline inside the 30, and out of bounds around the 28-yard line. Jeremiah Paris with another big play for the Wildcats.
So far, Paris around the edge is looking like a good option.
Another 1st and 10 for Sweetwater. Wildcats break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the Scott 28-yard line. Handoff Fitch again. He goes right guard and hit at the line of scrimmage, but keeps those legs moving and spins off the would-be tackle and gets inside the 25 near the 23-yard line.
Somebody was telling me today they thought Scott, they'd watched a little film, thought Scott looked kind of big, but compared to Oneida, I don't think so.
Well, I mean, they've got some solid-looking players out there, and size-wise probably match up with Sweetwater, but they're not.
Yeah. They're not what Oneida was.
Yeah. Second down and 6, for Sweetwater. Dacus looking to throw. Sets up, fires to the outside, complete to Stiles. Stiles down to the 16-yard line, keeps fighting to the 15-yard line, and that'll be another Sweetwater 1st down. 7:22 to go first quarter. We are scoreless. Scott Highlanders punted on their opening drive of the game. Now Sweetwater with the football. It started at their own 30. Now they've moved it down to the Scott 15-yard line, 1st and 10. Driving toward the scoreboard, this play from the right hash mark, wing T formation. Bono comes in motion, the wing back, and they give to him as he comes into the middle of the field, and not much there, no gain on 1st down. It's the first non-positive play for Sweetwater on yardage gained. 2nd and 10. It's kind of the area of the field Sweetwater struggled some this season. They've been able to move it pretty good between the 20s. You get in down here, they've had trouble finishing at times.
Well, they don't need trouble tonight.
Dacus under center. Paris comes in motion. Play fake, now rolls. Now they got to dump it off to Paris out of the backfield. Paris down inside the 10 and knocked out of bounds around the 7-8 yard line. We'll see where they spot him at on the far side of the field. Well, they have it spotted. It's going to be about 2 yards short of the 1st down. Well, they set it up 3 yards short of the 1st down. 3rd down and 3.
It's a good play call. Paris leaking out of the backfield, and then Dacus rolls the same way, and the defender's got to make an option. And once he starts to pressure Nolan, he just dumps it over his head.
3rd down and 3 for Sweetwater at the 8-yard line. Inside give to Fitch. Fitch hit in the backfield, and he's going to lose yardage back to the 9-yard line. Loss of 1. It's going to bring up 4th down and 4 for Sweetwater at the Scott 9-yard line, and here comes the field goal unit. Got to end in points here. But again, Sweetwater's had to settle too many times for field goal attempts, it seems like, once they've gotten the red zone this season. You certainly touchdown what you wanted right there. This is going to be a 26-yard field goal try for Cy Prince from the left hash. Snap, hold, kick on the way. It looks good. It is good. Sweetwater on the board with a 26-yard field goal from Cy Prince on their opening drive of the game. 5:35 to go first quarter. It's Sweetwater 3, Scott nothing, as you listen to Wildcat football on WMTY and WDEH.
Hey, Sweetwater, it's Dominic from Domino's, and it's time! It's football time in Tennessee! We're back once again and proud to be the sponsor of the player of the game of the mighty Wildcats. Let us be your tailgate special or after-game meal. And go Wildcats!
Back here at King Barong Stadium, Sweetwater with a 26-yard field goal from Prince to go up 3-0, 5:35 to go first quarter. They started that drive at their own 30 and able to get points. Wanted 6 already, but you'll take the 3.
Yep, got to have points there.
Cy Prince with a high, short spinner fielded at the 27-yard line and run out of bounds around the 33 on the return. Hunter Huffleet. But he wasn't expecting to get a return tonight.
Probably not. Defense needs to go out here and duplicate what they did on the first drive and get that ball back pretty quick.
Officially the 32-yard line. 1st and 10. The Scott Highlanders. 5:31 to go in the first quarter. 3-0 Wildcats lead. A power set, pistol, handoff. And Sweetwater's defense right there, that front. That's Landon Murphy bottling up the running back, number 6, Michael Bond. And not much. Somehow they spot him out to the 35. So they're going to give him 3 on that.
Better make sure I get that mark down, Landon. He don't think I can count on his tackles sometimes. He's probably right.
It'll be 2nd down, 7 for the Highlanders. Quick throw to the outside. It's going to be complete out to the 40-yard line and knocked out of bounds there by Bono. On the reception, Jagan Morgan. And he's out at the 43-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for the Scott Highlanders. 1st and 10 at their own 43. First and 10. There's a snap. Quarterback keeper all the way, and he bounces to the outside, has some room, out across the 45, across midfield, down to the 45 to the 40, 35. Murphy runs him down from behind and upends him at the 26-yard line, but not before Micah Bowles got in there at quarterback, and a Wildcat look, and he takes it deep into Sweetwater territory on the run.
Nobody came up and set the edge on that side, and they let him break it around the outside.
Down to the Sweetwater 26-yard line. They'll line up quickly and do it again. A flag coming in on the play as Bowles is going to be hit by Jackson Powell and brought down for a minimal gain, but a flag on the play, and we'll see what the flag is. White hat mic'd up tonight.
Sideline warning. Offense. First warning, it'll be 2nd down.
So the play will stand. Sideline warning. That's a free one. The next one will cost them. And so Bowles, with that run down inside the 25 to the 24, gain of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8 as they go empty now. Privet back in there at quarterback. A bunch formation of 4 receivers near side, 1 far side, so 5 receivers in for the Highlanders. Privet, quick throw to the outside, and that's going to be too high off the hands of the receiver, Michael Bond, who's normally in there at running back. They'd split him out. It was catchable, but if he gets that down, he had some blocking in front of him.
Yeah, good thing they didn't execute that one. They had it set up pretty good. Big 3rd down here. I don't know what kind of kicker they got, but you want to keep it. You want 4th down to be long.
3rd down and 8 for the Highlanders at the Sweetwater 24-yard line. Pistol formation, 4 receiver set. Slot receiver comes in motion, They finally give to him, and he is hit and dropped for no gain. That's Watson on the play, as well as number 54, Logan Whaley, as coming across on the sweep. That was King. Or maybe that was Morgan.
It's going to be a timeout.
It was a slow developing handoff. It looked like they were unsure about the handoff. And that was number 10, King. And then got a timeout on the field. 3:32 to go. First quarter, Sweetwater leads 3-0. It's fourth down coming up. We'll stay right here just so we don't miss this fourth down play. And so the ball's at the 24-yard line of Sweetwater. And so Highlanders are going to come out here and go for it. Another big play here for the Sweetwater defense.
Well, like I said, you wanted fourth and long, and that's what you got them in here. So now make one play, get your offense back on the field.
So the Highlanders using one of their timeouts. Mr. Brian Bean listening in from Missouri tonight, driving home from Minnesota. Can't think of anything that I'd rather not be doing is driving home from Minnesota. Fourth down and 8 for Scott at the Sweetwater 24-yard line. Privet rolls the pocket looking. It's going to be tipped twice by Sweetwater, incomplete. That was a hot pass. He had some speed on that, kind of behind the receiver. Incomplete. That was intended for number 4, Jagan Morgan, and that's a turnover on down. Sweetwater has the football back.
Paris got his hands up, like I said, just way too hot. It bounced off up in the air, and then Stiles had a shot at it. But either way, it's good because we got the football.
I guess it could be worse. He could be driving to Minnesota currently instead of home from Minnesota. I guess it could be worse, but
could be.
Appreciate you listening, Brian. Sweetwater getting the turnover on downs, leading 3-0, 3:26 to go first quarter. Wildcats first and 10 at their own 24-yard line. Wing T formation. Paris comes in motion, but they give up the middle to Ty Fitch, and Fitch out to the 30-yard line. Gain of 6. Spot him just across the 30-yard line, so almost 7 yards on the carry. And so far, the Sweetwater running game inside and outside has been effective.
It has. A little Fitch Paris 1-2 punch. And now Carell checking into the ball game, so good possibility he might get his hands on the ball.
2:50 to go first quarter, 3-0 Sweetwater leads. Second down and 3. They're calling it. Handoff Fitch up the middle again, and Fitch wrangled by the neck, but not before he gets to the 34-yard line, and that's very close to another Sweetwater first down.
And it is. They're moving them.
First and 10 Sweetwater. They're driving left to right toward the scoreboard here at King Barong Stadium. The ball just inside their own 35-yard line. They lead 3-0. Again, the winner of this game gets into the playoffs. The loser, their season's done. Sweetwater wing T formation. Handoff, Jeremiah Parrish, the wingback, coming in motion across the formation, and he's going to get near the 39-yard line. Gain of about 4 on the carry. Second down and 6.
Sweetwater offense looking pretty good, moving the ball tonight. Like I say, once we get down here closer to the goal line, we just got to punch it in. But so far, whatever they're dialing up is working.
Second down and 6 for Sweetwater at their own 39-yard line. Wing T formation, Dacus under center. Motion man Paris, they fake to him, rolls. Dacus being pressured, trying to come backside, and it was absolutely open. But the pressure coming from Scott, number 16, Braxton Potter, as that play designed to get the motion going one way, then turn around your quarterback and come back the other way to Paris. It was set up, but Dacus didn't have time to really put anything into that throw.
No, he was being pursued hard, and he didn't know it until he turned around and threw the ball, and the guy was right in his face. I don't know if maybe Paris was supposed to chip that guy a little bit on the way by, slow him down. Maybe not. I don't know how it was designed, but next time chipping him might not be a bad idea.
Big 3rd and 6 for Sweetwater at their own 39. Toss to Paris. He's trying to go wide, trying to find the corner. He's got some blocking out there. Paris is going to have the first down as he tiptoes across the 45-yard line and out of bounds. And a big conversion on the ground for Sweetwater, pending this flag on a 3rd and 6. Maybe you got the corner for a reason over there. We'll get the call here from the White Hat.
Face mask. 5 yards against the defense. Results in a first down.
So the incidental face mask. So tack 5 yards on the end of the run. So to move Sweetwater out to midfield. 1st and 10, leading 3-0 with 1:16 to go here in the first quarter. Glad you're with us on WMTY and WDEH. Be listening here in our broadcast for your chance to win. We've got another gift card giveaway brought to you by Valley Insurance this week, so be listening for your chance to qualify for that. Coming up, 1st and 10, Sweetwater at midfield. Dacus looking to throw, slant across the middle, had Styles open, but threw it down around his feet, incomplete.
Yeah, he had him. It was there. Just got to bring it up a little bit, give him a chance.
58 seconds to go in the first quarter, 3-0 Sweetwater. This was kind of Sweetwater last week, Saturday. Felt that they had command there for a little while, but could never just get that score they needed to get up and be in full command of that game. Of course, Central hung around and finally come back and won the game. So Sweetwater, these are the scenarios. There's a hard count, and jumping into the neutral zone, the Scott defense. Another 5-yard penalty.
Prior to snap, encroachment on the defense. First down. Correction, 2nd down.
Be a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 2nd down and 5. And so this is a scenario where Sweetwater get down here and score, touchdown, go up 2 scores, and put a whole lot of pressure on the Highlanders early. Sweetwater, that penalty moves into Highlander territory at the 45-yard line, 2nd down and 5. Handoff, Ty Fitch. Fitch with some room inside the 40, and he's brought down at the 37-yard line. On the tackle there for Scott, number 14, Micah Bowles, but a good run for Ty Fitch and a Sweetwater first down. Sweetwater ball in the center of the field, driving left to right toward the scoreboard. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Handoff Jeremiah Paris, the wing back, and he's trying to weave his way into that Highlander defense. He's inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. Gain of 4 on the carry. Be 2nd down and 6 upcoming. That may be the final play of the first quarter, as they don't have to snap it again in this quarter. They don't want to. There's a play clock at 25, game clock at 13. And looks like Sweetwater will let the seconds tick off remaining in this first quarter. After 1 here at Sweetwater High School, the Wildcats lead the Scott Highlanders 3-0. Wildcats on the move when we come back with the second quarter as you listen to Wildcat football on WMTY and WDEH.
What makes Sweetwater Hospital Association a place you would choose for your family? Their doctors provide specialized, high-quality care that is second to none in the area. The nurses are everyday heroes meeting the needs of their patients. Their staff is made up of local friends and neighbors who go the extra mile to ensure you have the best care. Experience the difference at Sweetwater Hospital Association, 304 Wright Street in Sweetwater, or online at sweetwaterhospital.org. Your health is our mission.
People's Bank of East Tennessee is cheering on all our local high school teams this season. Visit any of our local branches and show your support for your school by getting a custom Sweetwater Wildcats, Sequoia Chiefs, or Tellico Plains Bears School Spirit debit card. They offer online and mobile banking, bill pay, mobile check deposits, as well as person-to-person payments. People you know, people you trust. People's Bank. Locally owned and serving the community since 1997. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The voice of the Wildcats, WMTY and WDEH Sweetwater.
Start of the second quarter. Here comes handoff, Ty Fitch. Fitch on a 2nd down and 5. Fitch down inside the 25 to the 20-yard line before he's brought down. And that'll be another first down for the Sweetwater Wildcats.
Just a power run by Fitch there.
Just underway here in the second quarter. Sweetwater leading 3-0. The ball now spotted at the 20-yard line of Scott. Wing T formation. Handoff, Fitch up the middle again. Big hole. Fitch down inside the 15 to the 10. Down near the 8-yard line before he's brought down. And that'll be a 1st and goal, Sweetwater.
So here we are, that spot you talked about. Got to put this one in the end zone.
1st and goal, Sweetwater driving right to left now toward the Wildcat snack shack. 1st and goal from the 8, ball in the center of the field. Did you do anything else but hand it to Ty Fitch right here? The way he's carried the ball the last few times. 2 back, set. Dacus under center. Going to give to Fitch. Fitch bounces out to the right side. Fitch to the 5, to the 4, to the 3, to the 2, to the 1, to the end zone. Touchdown, Ty Fitch. And the Sweetwater Wildcats go up 9-0.
The obvious answer is no. You give it to Ty Fitch.
Yes. Good bounce out to the right side and smooth sailing. And now Prince in for the extra point try. Snap, hold, kick. Good. An 8-yard touchdown run by Ty Fitch, the Prince extra point good. 10:52 to go second quarter. It's now Sweetwater 10, Scott nothing as you listen to Wildcat football on WMTY and WDEH.
Emily, are you still on the radio?
Daddy, I'm telling about some big old hamburgers at Fat Hats. What? You haven't tried Fat Hats? Well, it's time to try one of our serious burgers. It's the best in town. It goes great with an order of homemade onion rings. They're as big as your face. Plate lunches are available Tuesday through Thursday. Don't forget about Catfish Fridays. Want a sweet treat? Order a milkshake or a hot fudge cake. Call-in orders are greatly appreciated. 337-3686. That's Fat Hats Grill in Sweetwater. Open at 7 in the morning, Monday through Saturday.
11 plays, 76-yard drive for Sweetwater that took 4 minutes, 34 seconds off the clock. A Ty Fitch 8-yard touchdown run and the Prince extra point good. Sweetwater leads 10-0, 10:52 to go in the second. Now the ensuing kickoff, Prince high end over end. It's returnable, taken at the 3-yard line. Return to the 10, to the 15, going east and west, but makes a couple guys miss. Out to the 20, 25, 27-yard line. On the return there for the Highlanders, Lucas Newport. So Sweetwater cashed in with a touchdown that time. You're up 2 scores now.
Yeah, that was big. Just from a confidence standpoint, like you said, they've stalled out down there a few times recently, and to be able to punch that one in, get this defense back out here. Defense is playing pretty good. Get another stop.
1st and 10, Scott. Shotgun. There's a snap. It's going to be quarterback power all the way. Gets into the outside, out across now the 35 to the 40. Making guys miss across midfield, down to the 45 to the 40. Down the center of the field. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Scott Highlanders. Micah Bowles. 73 yards. Is again Privet, the starting quarterback. They've been bringing Bowles in here, running the Wildcat. He had a good run earlier, but that time hit the home run, 73 yards, and that momentum that the blue and gold had has all but been erased with that one.
Obviously not what I was just talking about.
Micah Bowles had him listed as a starter at free safety, but mixing him in there with a Wildcat package on offense, and right there it paid off.
Personal foul, sideline interference on the offense. That will be enforced on the kickoff.
So you had the sideline warning that was free earlier in the game. That time on that play, sideline interference called on the Scott's Highlanders sideline. It'll be a personal foul. That 15 yards will be assessed on the kickoff. Now Sweetwater had choice there to assess that on the try here or the kickoff. The try doesn't do you a ton of good here. There's the extra point try up for the Highlanders. It is good. And so a 73-yard touchdown by Scott on the legs of Micah Bowles. The extra point good. It's now 10-7 Sweetwater leads with the momentum with the Highlanders. 10:25 to go, second quarter, back in 30 seconds.
At Sweetwater Insurance Agency, we like to think of our customers as friends and family. Sweetwater Insurance Agency has served this area for over 100 years, providing security for people like you and me. We are located under the red roof at 118 West North Street, or you can give us a call at 423-337-5088. And you can even email us at agent@sweetwaterinsurance.com. Sweetwater Insurance Agency represents many fine insurance companies, including Farmers Mutual of Tennessee. This is Harris Lovingood inviting you to contact us for all your insurance needs.
73-yard touchdown run for Bowles for Scott. And big play like that, Sweetwater had them down on the mat. But they jumped right up off the mat with that big play and then the extra point. Now there was a penalty on the play. Sweetwater chose to accept that penalty and have it assessed on the kickoff instead of the try. So Scott will be kicking off from the 25. And so Sweetwater there, instead of backing up the extra point try, they feel they're better served of getting better field position on this kickoff here.
Yeah, should get pretty good field position out of this.
So kicking it away, Justin Lynch from the 25-yard line. There's the kickoff. Sweetwater fields it at the 28-yard line. Turn to the 35 to the 40, 45. And Isaiah Stiles on the return, brought down around the 47-yard line. Again, on the touchdown run, it was sideline interference called on Scott, on the Scott sideline. They'd already been warned, had a sideline warning, so that one cost them. And Sweetwater does end up with officially good field position at their own 48-yard line, so 52 yards away. The way you're running the football here, if you can keep that going, you can grab that momentum right back.
Yep, no need to change anything, just keep pounding it at them.
Stay tuned. We'll announce our gift card giveaway contest in just a little bit. Let you know how to win a prize or possibly qualify at least. Not guaranteeing a win, are we, Artie?
Not guaranteeing anything.
First and 10. Two-back set. Dacus, straight drop, looking to throw. Pressure comes straight through, and he's sacked. Back around the 41-yard line, knifing through right up the middle, number 52, Kenix Parton. Right in his face, couldn't do anything.
Yeah, that's one thing you can't have happen, just right up the middle like that.
So his forward progress was stopped at the 42, so that's a loss of 6 on the sack. Sweetwater will have it 2nd and 16 at their own 42-yard line. It's amazing how a big play in football will change. They hadn't got any pressure like that all game, had the Highlanders, but after the big touchdown and then momentum their way, they knife through there and get the big sack. Handoff Ty Fitch. Fitch up the middle. He's back out across the 45, near the 47. It's a good portion of that back. Gets back near the original line of scrimmage. Going to be about a yard short of that. So it'll be 3rd down and 11 for Sweetwater at their own 47-yard line. 9:15 to go, second quarter. It's 10-7. Sweetwater leads. Receiver on each side of the set as Dacus comes under center. There's a snap, straight drop, looking. Quick throw to the outside, complete to Isaiah Stiles. And they say he's forward progress stopped inside Highlander territory down to the 49-yard line. And they needed the 42 for a first down, so 7 yards short. So Prince will come in now for the punt. And drifting back, a couple Highlanders for the return. Newport and Slavin. It's 4th and 7. Here's the kick away by Prince. Kick to the center of the field, and Newport asks for a fair catch and gets it at the 12-yard line. And that's where Scott will go on offense, trailing 10-7, a big 73-yard touchdown in their previous drive to get them in the ball game. Now with 8:20 to go in the half, a chance to possibly take the lead.
Well, big play. They haven't been able to show that they're able to just drive it down the field here, but you can't be giving up big plays.
So now they bring Privet back in at quarterback, pistol formation. Yeah, they hand off and find some room to the outside and get out near the 18-yard line. And Landon Murphy on the tackle, on the carry there for the Highlanders. Michael Bond on the far side of the field. Let's say they spot him for about a 3-4 yard gain. Second down. They line up quickly. Pistol formation. Privet takes a snap. Handoff to Bond. Bond is rocked at around the 18-yard line, knocked ahead of the 19. That Murphy again, among others, laying a shot on Bond.
If you get around Landon Murphy, you're going to get hit.
They bounced him ahead for a few yard gain. It's going to make it 3rd down and 3. Pistol formation, hard count. Privet looks to the sideline. 4 receivers in the set. Scott at their own 19-yard line. Slot receiver comes in motion. They fake to him. Privet looking to throw, being pressured, and has to fire off his back foot toward the sideline. Incomplete, too high. Looking for Jaden Morgan over there. 4th down. Now, I'm looking here to see if they do it. The offense is still there. It's 4th down and 3. They're going to line up like they're going to go for it and possibly see if they can draw Sweetwater. Wildcats have to be smart right here. Be surprised if they snap this. 4th down and 3 at their own 19-yard line.
It wouldn't be wise.
No. I think they're just trying to draw Sweetwater, so the Wildcats have to be wise here and not jump into the neutral zone. A lot of hard counting, then looking to the sideline. Play clock down to 1. There's timeout. Timeout on the field, Scott County. We've got a punt upcoming from the Highlanders of the Wildcats. 7:27 to go in the first half. It's Sweetwater 10, Scott 7. Back after this 30-second timeout.
Fall is here. Is your home ready for cooler temperatures? C&E Heating and Air Conditioning has you covered with top quality Amana products. Amana, America's brand for comfort. Enjoy easy financing, year-round support, and unbeatable warranties. With nearly 50 years serving our area and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, you can trust C&E. Call 423-745-0424 or visit cnehvacathens.com today. C&E Heating and Air Conditioning.
4th down and 3 for Scott at their own 19-yard line. Tried to draw Sweetwater, then used their second timeout. They'll punt. Jeremiah Paris around midfield. And there's a snap, the kick away. It's going to be a high punt. It's going to bounce and take a Scott roll into Sweetwater territory and down around the Wildcat 41-yard line. That's where Sweetwater will go on offense. Leading 10-7 with 7:14 to go first half. You should listen to Wildcat football on WMTY and WDEH, the voice of the Wildcats. You can listen on the radio, online, or catch our video live stream on YouTube. But wherever you're listening or watching, we're glad you are with us. Important game, final game of the regular season. The winner extends their season and earns one of those playoff spots. The loser, their season's done.
Important may be an understatement.
Yep. 1st and 10 Sweetwater at their own 41-yard line. Driving right to left toward the concession stand here at Sweetwater High School. Handoff, Jeremiah Paris following his blockers. He's out across the 45. Still on his feet near midfield. Brought down at the 49-yard line. Just shy. We'll see if they spot him. Got one side judge spot in the 49, one spot in midfield. Looks like they split the difference.
Good officiating.
Be 2nd down and 1. About 1.5, really. They need the 49.
Well, if there was ever a moment made for Ty Fitch.
Yep. They need a 49 in Scott territory for the 1st down. Wing T formation. Paris comes in motion. They fake to him, looking to throw. Dacus rolls, sets up, fires down, looking complete down to the 27-yard line. Inside the 25 to the 22, Gus Campbell running open. Makes the reception and knocked out of bounds down at the 23-yard line. So, hey, got one of your numbers. Well, a little shot.
There you go. You get Scott County thinking what I just said. It's got to be Ty Fitch here.
Well, and if for some reason that goes incomplete, you've still got
Ty Fitch.
Still got Ty Fitch. Sweetwater handoff on the sweep play to Jeremiah Paris. Flag coming in. Paris bounces to the outside, inside down to the 15 to the 10. Along the sideline, they spot him out around the 6-yard line, but a flag on the play. You got to think probably coming back.
Can't imagine it's going to matter where Jeremiah wound up.
We'll get the official call here, though.
Holding. Offense. 10 yards, 1st down.
You can hear Coach Bunch picking up on the referee's mic. That's not a hold. And I don't know what he said after that, but that sounded like Coach Bunch.
Oh, that was Coach Bunch. He firmly believed that was not a hold.
We couldn't see, so we can't confirm or deny.
I'm going to take his word for it.
Yep.
Trustworthy guy.
Clock moves. We're down to 6:10 to go in the first half. 10-7. Sweetwater leads after the hold. 1st and 20. At the 33-yard line of Scott. 2 receiver set. Dacus, quick throw to the outside. Styles open, complete inside the 25. Makes a man miss. Inside the 20 to the 15. Run out of bounds. About the 14 or 15. We'll see where they officially spot the football, but a good move by Styles. Makes it a 2nd and short upcoming as they spot it at the 15-yard line. 2 yards short of the 1st down. Ball on the left hash. Sweetwater driving toward the Wildcat Snack Shack here at King Barong Stadium, leading 10-7 here in the 2nd quarter. Wing T formation. Bono coming in motion. And then Dacus stands up and resets the play. Goes back under center. Handoff, Fitch. Fitch makes 3 guys miss. Fitch down to near the 10-yard line before he's finally tackled. Like a ping pong ball.
He's just bouncing around, but kept going forward.
That'll be a 1st down. The ball just shy of the 10-yard line, so not a goal-to-go situation here. Get a fresh set of downs at the half-yard line.
It's always nice when you can do that.
5:25 to go in the half. 2-back set. Dacus gives the Fitch up the middle again. Now he bounces out, trying to go wide, and he stood up, no gain. Good play there by the Highlander defense. Similar situation Saturday. Sweetwater ended up settling for 3 and going up 13-7 before the half. got the football to start the third quarter. But it's important here. Need a touchdown. Dacus rolls, quick throw to the outside to Paris. Paris had to jump up and get it, and it slowed his momentum, and he's drugged down in the backfield for a loss on the play. Braxton Potter out there in the wide open spaces making a nice play on Jeremiah Paris.
Yeah, that was good on the part of the defense there. They read it pretty good. They were right there as soon as the pass was complete, able to drag him down.
It's a loss on the play, back to the 12-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 11. So we're down to 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the half. 10-7 Wildcats lead. Can you get Styles singled up somewhere? Sweetwater's going to come out with that wing tee, a tight formation on 3rd down 11. Paris comes in motion, play fake. Dacus rolls, looking, time to throw, fires confidently in the end zone. It's complete. Touchdown, Wildcats. Gus Campbell across the middle.
Nice little play action there. Nolan did a good job with the fake, hid the football, popped up, found his guy standing right in the middle of the end zone.
Big score for the Sweetwater Wildcats. Not settling for 3 there, got in the end zone and goes up 16-7. On the 12-yard touchdown pass from Dacus to Campbell. Prince for the extra point try. Snap, hold, kick. Good. 3:49 to go, first half. It's now Sweetwater 17, Scott High 7 as you listen to Sweetwater football on WMTY and WDEH.
Hi, this is Jim Fairweather, owner and founder of Fairweather Financial. It has been my pleasure and honor to sponsor the Countdown to Kickoff since 2005. A good football team takes a good coach, just like financial planning. When you need us, we'll be here. Just Google Fairweather Financial or like our Facebook page. Go Wildcats.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
On a 3rd and 11 for Sweetwater at the Scott 12-yard line, it's a touchdown hookup from Dacus to Campbell. The Cy Prince extra point good. It was a 7-play, 59-yard drive. Took 3 minutes, 25 seconds off the clock. And it's 17-7. Sweetwater leads. 3:49 to go in the half. Prince kicks it away. High end over end. That's going to sail into the end zone for a touchback. That's what Sweetwater's been needing. And that extra point. And Cy Prince now 33 for 33 extra points this season.
That's pretty good.
8 for 12. Field goal range. Big touchdown there for Sweetwater, and had it not been giving up a 73-yard home run to the Highlanders, you're in full command.
They would be in complete control. But you don't want to let them bust another one before the half.
Right. It's 1st and 10. Highlanders, and they've got Bowles back out there in that Wildcat look, and he's going to keep it again and go to the left side. He's got some room again. Bowles out to the 30, and somebody reached out and grabbed Bono grabbed him, got a handful to slow him down, and they brought him down at the 35-yard line. It looked like the train was moving again, didn't it?
Looked like the exact same play he took off on, yep.
But it's a big run nonetheless. 1st and 10 out to the 35-yard line. Bowles remains in there at quarterback. Power set. Bowles going to keep it. Coming to the wide side of the field, and we got a flag coming in as he's brought down
Whaley
at the 36-yard line. Whaley in on the tackle.
It looked like the same play, just to the other side of the field.
Get the flag here. Get the call.
Holding. Offense. 10-yard penalty, spot of the foul. First down.
A big holding call. 3:19 to go in the half. 17-7. Sweetwater leads. Stay tuned for the Napa Auto Parts halftime report. We'll recap this first half of action, give you score updates, other games going on tonight. We'll talk playoff scenarios and possible opponents for the winner of tonight's game here. First and long, draw play. As Sweetwater defends that pretty well. It's only going about 2 or 3 yards. On the carry there is Michael Bond. On the tackle there for Sweetwater, looked like number 53, Elijah Lowe. 2nd and 12 upcoming. Sweetwater in situation here. You've got them in long yardage situation. If you can get off the field again, you still may have some time for your offense and all 3 of your timeouts. Shotgun. Privet looking to throw, pump fake, now coming backside, trying to set up the screen. He gets to Bond. Bond out across the 40, knocked out of bounds, shy of the sticks. Around the 43 or the 44-yard line. But that makes it a manageable 3rd down upcoming. It's setting up the old screen play. When you get an overly aggressive defense creeping up on you, drop down the old screen.
There you go. Jackson Powell able to keep him from getting that 1st down marker.
3rd and 1 for Scott at their own 44-yard line. 2.5 minutes, 2:31 officially to go in the half. As that play went out of bounds, stopped the clock. It's Privet, shotgun, 3 receiver set. Going to be quarterback power up the middle, and he's going to have the 1st down as he gets up to the 49-yard line. Move the chains. Privet, big old boy himself, playing quarterback.
If I was them, I don't really know that I'd run anything else.
Full receiver set. They line up quickly. There's the tall shovel pass. Trying to find the corner as Dacus makes the tackle. Reception by number 3, Lucas Newport. He gets across midfield down to the Sweetwater 48-yard line. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. As the clock moves, we're under 2 minutes to go in the half. 17-7, Sweetwater leads Scott High. Pistol formation, 4 receiver set for the Highlanders. First meeting between these two programs as Privet spins it, looking across the middle down to the 35-yard line for Morgan. That's high, incomplete, off the mark. 3rd down.
Yep, just a little too tall for him. He found a little pocket in the zone, sat down there, and couldn't make the play.
3rd and 7 for Scott at the Sweetwater 48-yard line. Big 3rd down. Got Bowles back in there in the Wildcat. He's going to keep it and try to go to the wide side. Then he misdirections, comes back, jukes Sweetwater down to the 45. And dragging defenders, he was slung out of bounds. Is that going to be late? Yep, flag coming in as he's thrown out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And so he's going to have the first down yardage. Then you're going to tack 15 on the end of that. And the minute 29 to go in the half.
Putting them in business.
They're going to be knocking on the door.
After the play, personal foul, defense. Result of the play, 1st down.
Well, he didn't say 15 yards on the end of the run. That's what it's going to be. Move it down to the 26-yard line. So play ended at the 41, tack 15 on the end of it. They had him tackled, but then there was a little extra
throwdown
suplex. In WWE terminology, out of bounds. Pistol formation, Privet looking to throw on 1st and 10. Rolls a pocket and throwing across his body. That off the mark, incomplete. Looking outside for number 13, I believe it was Wyatt Lloyd.
Well, I understand keep the defense honest, but that boy had the ball in his hands. I think I'd just let him keep running.
Yeah, it seems like it's a pretty positive play every time number 14, Micah Bowles, carries it, and he's coming back out here. Second and 10 for Scott High at the Sweetwater 26-yard line. Wildcats lead 17-7, a minute 22 to go first half. Bowles takes a snap. Quarterback keeper all the way, and Landon Murphy said, "I've seen enough." Takes him one-on-one, and Murphy wins. As you might have heard the helmets collide up here on our background mic. A little bit of a gain on that play, but not much. And timeout on the play by Scott High. That'll be their third and final timeout of the half. We'll stay right here. They're looking at a third down, and I'm still going to call it 10. The ball just inside of the Sweetwater 26-yard line.
Well, one-on-one with Landon Murphy, I'm taking Murphy. Two, I was thinking about this earlier. So that fourth down here, they tried that hard count 2 or 3 times, and they burned a timeout. And I'm just not a fan of that. I would rather have a timeout under 2 minutes than whatever you would have got out of that. But that's the spot they put themselves in. Now they're out of them.
Yeah, that play down there, you're really expecting Sweetwater to completely not be paying attention and jump, because there's no way you were snapping it in that scenario, then you ended up using the timeout. So 4 receivers bunched to the far side, 1 receiver near. It's empty backfield shotgun for Privet. 3rd down and 10 for Scott at the Sweetwater 26-yard line. Pump fakes now, look down the sideline. He's thrown into coverage. It's going to be intercepted by Isaiah Stiles at the 10-yard line. Big takeaway for the Wildcat defense to turn the Highlanders away. And now Sweetwater with 1:02 to go in the half, 3 timeouts. One of those things where you try a quick throw or handoff and you get a big play, you might try to do something with it, but backed up here, you're not going to try to risk too much.
Yeah, I think you hand it off, see what happens, and then go from there. But that was a good. I mean, they had a good-looking drive going there, and then that last play, he just kind of threw it up for grabs.
I am kind of like where you were alluding to. If you got number 14 out there, Shred and Sweetwater carrying the football, why you're not giving it to him every play, but there's handoff Ty Fitch for Sweetwater, and Fitch dragging Highlanders out across the 20 to the 21-yard line. A gain of 8, and Sweetwater going to use one of their timeouts right there. 53 seconds to go in the half. Sweetwater leads 17-7. Timeout on the field. We're back in 30 seconds.
You got everything you need for building and remodeling. Valley Building Supply. Like cabinets, flooring, electrical and plumbing. Valley Building Supply. We're here to understand and help you with your plan. Nobody takes care of you better. The right people and materials, we bring them all together. If you need it for your house, inside or out, go to Valley Building Supply.
Good service, great price. Check us out online at valleybuildingsupplytn.com.
Sweetwater and Scott High. Winner goes to the playoffs. Sweetwater leading 17-7. They have it 2nd down and 2 at their own 21-yard line with 53 seconds to go in the half. Wing T formation. Paris comes in motion. Dacus play fake, rolling, looking to throw, time to throw, and then he's going to let it fly. Had Paris out here in the flat, incomplete. I'm not sure if he was just throwing that away or actually throwing it to Paris, but I guess Paris probably didn't have much room if he had caught that football, so maybe it's a positive. Maybe he didn't catch that.
I think he was just throwing that one out.
Third down and 2. The ball for Sweetwater at their own 21-yard line. 46 seconds to go in the half. Sweetwater with 2 timeouts. Receiver on each. 3 receivers spread the formation. Dacus straight drop, looking to throw. Throws it high to the outside, looking for Stiles, and Stiles took a shot, and there's going to be a flag come in on that. That's going to be unnecessary roughness. As coming in there, laying the shot on Stiles, number 5, Brett Hall, the safety. As the pass was high, Stiles went up for it, couldn't get to climb the ladder and get it, and he took a shot by Hall.
Personal foul, defense. Foul being forced from the previous spot. Results in a 1st down.
So move it out to the 36-yard line. 15 yards on the end of that play.
I like.
I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say.
I do, and I know that hurt a little bit, but There was a day we called that good football.
40 seconds to go in the half, and so that's a big penalty on the Highlanders. Gives Sweetwater a fresh set of downs and moves it out to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10, ball in the center of the field. Wildcats driving right to left, leading by 10. Dacus looking to throw, pump fakes, pressure coming, and he is going to be sacked back at the 35-yard line. Loss of 1, and Sweetwater will no doubt have to use their second timeout right there. 31 seconds to go in the half. 17-7 Wildcats lead. Timeout on the field. We're back in 30 seconds.
McDonald's is excited to be a part of the Sweetwater community. We would like to give you the opportunity to come join our team at one of our 11 locations, which include Sweetwater, Athens, Madisonville, Etowah, Ocoee, Ottawa, or one of the 5 Cleveland locations. It's as simple as texting APPLY to 38000 or dropping by one of the 11 locations for an application. We offer flexible schedules, tuition assistance, competitive wages, and now offering doctor-on-demand telehealth. Come join our team at your local McDonald's.
So sack on Dacus, and Sweetwater has to use their second timeout. Be 2nd down and 11 at their own 35-yard line. Sweetwater leading 17-7 with 31 seconds to go in the first half. One more timeout remaining. 3 receivers set, Fitch in the backfield. Dacus under center takes the snap. Dumps it off to Paris, and Paris out to the 40 and runs straight out of bounds at the 41-yard line with 24 seconds left on the clock. So that gets you a gain of 6, 3rd down and 4 for Sweetwater at their own 41-yard line. Styles going to split out here near side. Bono far side. Paris, the slot receiver here near side. Dacus, there's a snap. Straight drop looking. Pump fakes. Nothing there. Now comes back and held it too long, and he is thought he's going to be sacked, but then he lets go it before they could bring him down, and that's going to be incomplete. He was outside the free blocking zone, but did he didn't get it? Did he get it back to the line of scrimmage?
No.
Is there a flag down?
I don't see one.
Are they discussing whether it got back to the line of scrimmage?
I
think they are. So there's 2 criteria. You have to get outside the free blocking zone or the tackle box, which you might see in college, and then you have to get it back to the line of scrimmage, the pass. I think he got one of the 2.
What about the receiver in the area? Because there was nobody.
It doesn't matter. If you're outside the free blocking zone and you get the ball back to the line of scrimmage when you throw it, there's not a grounding, no matter if there's a receiver in the area or not.
Okay.
It's very close on whether he got that back to the line of scrimmage, and the officiating crew thinks he did. And then we have Sweetwater using their 3rd and final timeout with 15 seconds to go in the half. Looking at a 4th down and about 6. The ball, well, they had it spotted at the 41. Now they moved it back somehow. But we'll stay right here on this third and final timeout. Just 15 seconds to go in the half. Coach Bunch wanting to set up this final, well, what could be the final play. Certainly will be if you don't get the first down. Or are they going to punt?
They got the punt.
Yeah.
They got Cy Prince
out there. I was looking at that. I was like, I don't know if you're running a play here other than punting the football. You're not going to risk that. The Napa Auto Parts halftime report coming your way. We'll recap this first half of action. We'll tell you about your opportunity to win this week. Check our contest out. That's coming up. There's a kick away by Cy Prince. It's going to bounce and take a Wildcat roll down inside the 10, roll dead at the 8. And it'll roll dead, be down with 4 seconds to go in the half. We'll announce our contest at the half, have score updates for other games that's going on. We'll look at playoff scenarios and what's the possible scenarios of the winner of this game tonight. What's that do to the playoff spots coming out of Region 2-3A, and then if it's Sweetwater, who's their possible opponents next week if they win tonight. Wildcats leading 17-7. Glad you're with us on WMTY and WDEH. Those of you listening online, those of you watching on YouTube, we appreciate you. As first down and 10, as Bowles back in there at quarterback takes the snap, and he's running for a head full of steam. And that guy's a problem, I'm telling you, but Sweetwater hems him up at the 18, 19-yard line. Got a gain of 11, and that'll be the final play of the first half. After 2 quarters, the Wildcats are in front here on senior night on this Thursday before Halloween. The Wildcats lead Scott High 17-7 as you listen to Wildcat football on WMTY and WDEH. We're going to step away for a timeout. We come back. It'll be the Napa Auto Parts halftime report. Stay with us.
The staff at Napa Auto Parts in Sweetwater would like to thank their loyal customers for supporting their business for all these years. Napa Auto Parts has proudly served Sweetwater and the surrounding area since 1973. Owner Scott Skinner and his staff have the expertise to help you find whatever part you need. They have the know-how, the Napa know-how. Stop by and see your friends at Napa Auto Parts on Main Street in Sweetwater or call 337-3555.
Are you looking for a new healthcare provider close to home? Chota Community Health Services is excited to announce 3 new primary care providers right here in Monroe County. Dr. William Davies and nurse practitioners Kara Collier and Era Ford are all accepting new patients in our Madisonville office. Please call 423-442-2622 to schedule an appointment today.
Tennessee Metal Products in Sweetwater is your source for top quality metal roofing, locally owned and operated with competitive prices and personal service. Choose from 16 colors of metal roofing panels, traditional or standing seam, smooth or textured, all Energy Star certified. They also carry metal board and batten siding and vented soffit. Located on Murray's Chapel Road in Sweetwater, call 423-351-1141 or visit tnmetalproducts.com. Tennessee Metal Products, built to last, close to home.
No matter who you're rooting for, you can always count on the winning team at Volunteer Federal, a strong, friendly, full-service bank that's been making mortgages locally since way back in 1974. Our friendly professional staff is always ready and willing to help with your financial needs. And with convenient branches in Sweetwater, Madisonville, Von Orr, and Tellico Plains, we're just around the corner at the home of better banking. Come home to better banking at Volunteer Federal. We're Monroe County's oldest locally owned bank. Volunteer Federal, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Your furry friend deserves the best. And at Sarah's Paw Paradise in Sweetwater, that's exactly what they'll get. From the basics like nail trims, baths, and brush outs to a full body makeover, Sarah's Paw Paradise does it all. And for a little extra fun, try a colorful dye job or sparkling tinsel to give your pup that extra flair. 1014 North Main Street in Sweetwater. Call 423-836-8639. Sarah's Paw Paradise, where every pet leaves looking and feeling their best.
Sweetwater sure knows how to do Halloween, and we're inviting you to Historic Halloween in downtown Sweetwater on October 31st from 5 to 8 p.m. at our Sweetwater Depot. Come on out for candy stations, dance parties, vendors, trunk or treat, and so much more. Put on your best costume and let's dance the night away.
This broadcast is a copyrighted production of Horn Radio, LLC. Any use of this broadcast without the consent of Horn Radio is prohibited. The voice of the Wildcats, WMTY and WDEH, Sweetwater.
Napa Auto Parts halftime report. Sweetwater leading here at the half over the Scott Highlanders, 17-7. The winner will punch their ticket to the playoffs. The loser will have their season end tonight here at King Barong Stadium. We've had a pretty good one so far. Sweetwater got the scoring started. 5:35 to go in the first quarter after an 8-play, 61-yard drive that took 4 minutes, 26 seconds off the clock. It stalled out, and Sweetwater got points on the board with a 26-yard Cy Prince field goal and went up 3-0. Sweetwater added to their lead in the second quarter, 10:52 to go in the quarter after an 11-play, 76-yard drive that took 4 minutes, 34 seconds off the clock. It was capped off by a Ty Fitch 8-yard touchdown run. The Prince extra point was good. Sweetwater went up 10-0. Artie, you're feeling good at that point. Sweetwater up 10, and defense handling the Highlanders. But it didn't take much time at all as they put Michael Bowles in there in the Wildcat formation, and the Highlanders one play, 73-yard touchdown that took 18 seconds off the clock. And the extra point added was good, and just like that, it was back to a 3-point game. Sweetwater up 10-7. The Wildcats, though, able to cash in, something that right before the half that they couldn't do against Central that would have really helped them in that football game. Sweetwater, instead of settling for a field goal, they got a touchdown. A 7-play, 59-yard drive that took 3 minutes, 25 seconds off the clock. Dacus to Gus Campbell, 12-yard touchdown, and then the Prince extra point good. And at that point, at 3:49 to go in the half, Sweetwater went up 17-7. And that's where we sit right now at halftime. And so that was a huge touchdown for Sweetwater after the momentum had been grabbed by the Highlanders for Sweetwater to come back and go up 17-7.
Yeah, you hear a lot of times talked about that middle quarter, that last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 of the second half. Sweetwater won the first part of it. They got the last 4 minutes of the half. They got that touchdown. They were able to keep Scott from scoring. So now it'll be important, can they come out and win the first 4 minutes of the next half? You get that 8 minutes of the ball game, you're usually setting pretty good.
17-7, Sweetwater leads Scott High here on the Napa Auto Parts halftime report. While we've got a minute here, let's set up our contest this week, our $50 gift card giveaway brought to you by Valley Insurance. All you have to do is go to our Facebook page right now, the WMTY 98.3 Facebook page. I've pinned the post at the top of our feed, but you can scroll down and find it. Some pictures of Italian dishes. Vittorino's is our gift card this week in downtown Sweetwater. $50 gift card giveaway. All you have to do is go to that post and simply comment on it using your most used emoji. What would yours be, Artie? Do you use emojis? Are you an emoji guy? Do you even know what I'm talking about, Artie?
Do I look like an emoji guy to you?
Do you look like an emoji or you look like an emoji guy? That's two different questions.
I may look like an emoji.
But go on there and comment with your most used emoji and then share the post publicly so more people than just your friends list can see it. That's all you have to do. And you will be entered to win that $50 gift card to Vittorino's in downtown Sweetwater. And then you have until Monday afternoon to get qualified, and then we will select a winner from the qualified entries. And so go do that now if you haven't done so. We appreciate Valley Insurance for sponsoring our contest $50 gift card giveaway each week so far this season. Sweetwater leads 17-7 here on the Napa Auto Parts halftime report. We appreciate Scott Skinner and his crew at Napa on Highway 11 there in Sweetwater. Go by and see them for your auto parts needs. Napa Auto Parts in Sweetwater sponsoring our Napa Auto Parts halftime report. We're going to step away for another timeout. We'll come back, halftime stats, score updates from around the area, and we'll talk playoffs and possible scenarios right after this.
Shopping for insurance starts out simple enough, but you soon realize there are a lot of options. Lots and lots of options. You may begin to question whether it's even worth your time. But what if there was one place that took the stress out by doing the shopping for you? This isn't too good to be true. Get your free quote started today at valleyinsuranceservice.com. We are waiting to serve you, just like we have been for over 40 years. We shop, you save time and money. Valley Insurance. Live life protected.
Count on Star Regional Medical Center when every minute matters. Emergencies strike day or night, so we're here when you need us most, providing emergency care close to home, including the higher levels of heart care found in an accredited chest pain center. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Star Regional Medical Center. From the routine to the unforeseen, count on us. Check our average ER wait time at starregional.com.
Looking for good home cooking right here in Sweetwater? Come to Sweetwater Crossings. We're serving up hot breakfast and hearty lunches Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Enjoy daily specials like smoked sausage and sauerkraut, cube steak and gravy, meatloaf, chicken livers, beef stew, country fried steak, plus fresh vegetables, soups, and homemade desserts. We've got pies and cobblers, just like Grandma made. Sweetwater Crossings, where friends meet and nobody leaves hungry.
I'm Scott Wilson, principal broker and owner of Realty Executives Main Street in Sweetwater. We are the true area experts in real estate. Our knowledgeable team will assist you in selling or buying your next property. We provide hard work and attention to detail to make sure we deliver the results you're looking for. Contact Realty Executives Main Street today. We're located at 307 North Main Street, Sweetwater, or call 423-836-9494.
Jackie Jones Ford in Sweetwater makes service simple. Got a recall? Our mobile service team comes to you. Just call Caleb at 423-337-5066 to schedule. Need regular service? We'll pick up and deliver your vehicle. No hassle, no waiting around. We do it all and keep you updated every step of the way. Convenience, reliability, and service you can count on. That's Jackie Jones Ford of Sweetwater.
Fall is almost here, and at Ag Central Co-op, we're ready to help you make the most of the season. Whether you're planting food plots, reseeding pasture, or sowing your lawn, we've got the seeds and fertilizers to keep things growing strong. And when it's time to clear brush or cut trails, DR Power Equipment is built to handle the toughest jobs. Check out our unbeatable prices. Stop by Ag Central, where hardware, farm, and field come together this fall. That's Ag Central Co-op, New Highway 68, Sweetwater.
Napa Auto Parts halftime report, 17-7 Wildcats lead here at the half. Now joined by the vice principal and athletics director here at Sweetwater High School, Caleb Norwood, and a pretty good first half. I was saying that Norwood, Sweetwater, this game versus the Central first half, instead of settling for 3 there, Sweetwater got a touchdown on the board to go up 17-7. They didn't do that against Central, so that's big, and then they'll get the football again after the half, and maybe they can cash in another time and go up another score.
Very big, and our coaches this week have talked about, hey, we need to finish drives, finish the season, finish everything, and I thought once we'd settled there for the first field goal, we were going to do the same old thing, but they've bared down there and then got a score on the board, and good to see that come through for the coaches and big score.
You're here to join us every home game at halftime for kind of a high school athletics program update. So what do you got for us?
So spotlight this week is on our cross-country team. They had a big week in their sectional run. Junior Katie Goforth, she punched her ticket to the state run, which will be in Memphis. She finished 26th. And then our boys team qualified for the state championship run in Memphis next week. Henry Frage, Nikki Pierce, Barron McCullum, Aiden McKenzie, and Parker Willett, the whole group qualified, so they'll be running in Memphis this next coming week. And then McCade Fry dominated the sectional run. He won the whole thing. So really proud of Coach Emily Roy and the work she's done. That cross-country team continues to stack up accolades, and they'll be heading over to Memphis here on Wednesday and then running on Thursday, so everybody can wish them some luck.
Running in Memphis, not walking in Memphis.
Right, not walking in
Somebody
Memphis.
Somebody will get
that. Yeah.
Somebody our age will get that. Everybody else like, what the heck?
Anything else? Congratulations to those athletes. Want to shine the spotlight on them as well. Anything else going on?
Nope, that's pretty much it. We're getting ready for basketball season. The first official day of practice will be Monday, so you guys will be getting ready to head inside before too long, but hopefully not before at least one playoff game here.
Hey, real quick, shout out, a lot of work was done on this field in the off season to help it drain better, and after a week of a lot of rain, seems to be holding up pretty good.
It is, and, Delane Dacus with Valley Building Supply. It seems like he knows everybody here in East Tennessee. So
he has a way of getting people to do stuff.
He does. So we had some work
tell
done
Delane
here.
no.
And it has. It's held up. The field looks really good for what's been played on it this year. You really can't tell. This time of year, sometimes it looks wore out in the middle of the field, but it's done a really good job of holding up. Dylan Prince has done a great job with precision lawn care, and give him a little plug there since his kickers.
I'll just send him
his
a bill.
son's our kicker, and he's on a roll.
I'll just send him a bill later. It'll be fine.
That'll be good.
I got an idea for you.
What you got?
You didn't seem to like my flashing lights idea.
I do like it. I love it.
So see what you can get Delane to do here. So I missed last week because I was in East Lansing, but I got a great idea. Between the first and second quarter, they had an awesome drone show over the stadium. There you go.
Okay. So
get Delane on that.
You want me to do turf, and lights, and a drone show?
Oh, I never mentioned turf. I like a big mucky field.
Okay, I got you.
Delane Dacus, the leader of the Sweetwater Mafia. You can't tell him no, right?
That's right. I want to say I appreciate you guys for all the work you do. I know that doesn't get said enough, and from our athletic department side of things, I really appreciate the work you guys put in, and you do a lot of positive things for the school, and we're glad you're the voice of the Wildcats.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, and of course you help us baseball and all that good stuff. So we appreciate you, and that's Coach Norwood, the vice principal and athletics director at Sweetwater High School, and a big first half coming up for the Wildcats. So stay tuned here as we got some stats as well. But thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Go Cats.
Let's take a look at our halftime stats. Brian Nile, our stat man, doing a great job for us. First, team stats, Scott County. I don't know. I've always known them as Scott County. Everything says Scott or Scott High, so that's the first time I've called them Scott County tonight, so forgive me. I don't know if that's right or wrong.
You're Brian Birchfield. They will be whatever you call them.
So the Scott Highlanders, 7 points on the board, 6 first downs in the first half, 15 rushes, 152 yards on the ground, 6 for 13 passing, 43 yards, 28 total plays for 195 yards total offense. 73 of that on the legs of that one play for Mr. Bowles. They had 6 penalties for 55 yards. They turned the ball over once, an interception. 2 for 5 on third down, 0 for 1 on fourth down. Time of possession, 9 minutes, 41 seconds. For the Sweetwater Wildcats, 17 points on the board, 9 first downs, 22 rushes for 132 yards, 8 for 13 passing for 85 yards, 35 plays for 217 yards total offense, 3 penalties, 30 yards, didn't turn the ball over in the first half. 2 for 5 on third down. They have not gone for it on fourth down. Time of possession, 18 minutes, 31 seconds. Sweetwater scored 3 in the first, 14 in the second, and Scott scored 7 in the second for a 17-7 halftime lead for the Wildcats. Micah Bowles for Scott, 7 rushes for 141 yards and a touchdown. Privet, their quarterback, throwing the football, 6 for 13, 43 yards and interception. Leading receiver, Morgan, 3 receptions, 26 yards. For Sweetwater, Ty Fitch, 13 carries, 79 yards and a touchdown. Jeremiah Paris, 6 carries, 60 yards rushing. Dacus, 8 for 13 passing, 85 yards and a touchdown. Gus Campbell, 2 receptions, 40 yards and a touchdown, and that's your leaders for the Sweetwater Wildcats. Any defensive numbers, Artie, you want to throw at us real quick?
Yeah, I got Murphy at 5 tackles, got Whaley at 4, Jackson Powell, Bono with 3 each, and then a handful of guys, grab them 1 or 2.
All right.
And Styles with the interception.
Yes.
Yeah.
Senior night. I want to recognize football players and cheerleaders that are seniors tonight.
All right, so on the football squad, you got Luke Dalton, Aiden McKenzie, Zachary O'Daniel, Hayden Osborne, Jeremiah Paris, Aiden Steffa, Dominic Yeomans, Thomas Raby. The young ladies down here cheering on the crowd, getting everybody pumped up tonight. Emily Campbell, Lainey Kofer, Aubrey Kate Davis, Daisy Hawkins, Haley Miller, Chloe Smith, Mahala Tuttle, Kennedy Westfield. That's your football players and cheerleaders here on senior night.
Senior night, and again, Sweetwater, if they win, they get in the playoffs. I'm going to talk about some scenarios here. If they get in the playoffs, if they win, now depending on, we talked about the scenarios there earlier. If Meigs County wins and Austin East beats McMinn Central, Sweetwater can still get a 2 seed and host with a win here tonight. But they could be anywhere from a 2, 3, or a 4 with a win. If they lose tonight, they're done. Looking at Region 1 3A is who they'll be matched up with. That could be anywhere from a Unicoi County if you're traveling. Looks like it's going to be Gatlinburg-Pittman 1, Unicoi County 2. So if you're a 3, you're probably going to Unicoi County. If you're the 4 out of this region, you're going to GP. And so we would like the scenario to work out where Sweetwater hosts. That's why we were so disappointed that they lost to Central. It kind of made that even harder. You needed help at that point. Because we want to be here. But
we do.
But we take the road trips. We've been some places, hadn't we?
We have. We've been to GP on a cold night that made this look warm.
Yeah, I've been to GP several times in fine place. But they've got about a 2x2 window that you get look through, and so it's kind of difficult. But hey, we'll go wherever the Wildcats go.
Where they are is where we are.
17-7, Sweetwater leads the Scott High Highlanders here at King Barong Stadium on senior night as you listen to the Napa Auto Parts halftime report. One more time here in this half. We'll talk about it later and remind you, go on our Facebook page, the WMTY 98.3 Facebook page, find the contest post for this week. $50 gift card to Victorino's in downtown Sweetwater on the line, brought to you by Valley Insurance. Comment on the post with your most used emoji. I was going to ask Niall what his is, but he's not mic'd up right now. And then share the post publicly so more than just your friends can see it and help us spread the word. And that's how you can qualify. You have the Monday afternoon, and then we will randomly select a winner from the entries.
I don't know what people's reasons for not entering the contest would be, but there's really only one reason to enter it. Free food.
I mean, I've made it as easy as possible to enter, so, just get on there and do it.
What else can we say? Free food.
Just get on there. And good food there at Victorino's. And we appreciate Valley Insurance. We've given away several restaurants and things throughout the season and had a big response. So get on there and qualify for your chance to possibly win that $50 gift card to Victorino's in Sweetwater. 17-7. Wildcats lead here at the half. We're going to step away for a 2-minute timeout, and we'll come back with second half action.
What makes Sweetwater Hospital Association a place you would choose for your family? Their doctors provide specialized, high-quality care that is second to none in the area. The nurses are everyday heroes meeting the needs of their patients. Their staff is made up of local friends and neighbors who go the extra mile to ensure you have the best care. Experience the difference at Sweetwater Hospital Association, 304 Wright Street in Sweetwater, or online at sweetwaterhospital.org. Your health is our mission.
All right, team, listen up. Life's going to throw curveballs. A fender bender, a leaky roof, maybe even a busted laptop. That's where Paramount Insurance in Sweetwater comes in. We're your defense, your playbook, your game plan when things don't go as planned. Home, auto, business, we've got the coverage to keep you in the game. So huddle up and call us today. Paramount Insurance Services. We don't just cover you, we've got your back.
Hey, Sweetwater, it's Dominic from Domino's, and it's time! It's football time in Tennessee! We're back once again and proud to be the sponsor of the player of the game of the mighty Wildcats. Let us be your tailgate special or after-game meal. And go Wildcats!
Tennessee Metal Products in Sweetwater is your source for top-quality metal roofing, locally owned and operated with competitive prices and personal service. Choose from 16 colors of metal roofing panels, traditional or standing seam, smooth or textured, all Energy Star certified. They also carry metal board and batten siding and vented soffit. Located on Murray's Chapel Road in Sweetwater, call 423-351-1141 or visit tnmetalproducts.com. Tennessee Metal Products, built to last, close to home.
Napa Auto Parts halftime report, 17-7. Wildcats lead, and we're just about set for second half action. Scott High won the toss to start the game, elected to receive. So Sweetwater will get the football to start this second half. Let's see here. Okay. Paris back to receive, and Isaiah Stiles.
One thing real quick we didn't mention at halftime was some scores, and real quick, just want to throw out there the one big game we're watching tonight, Kingston at Meigs. They're tied at 7. At halftime, the Austin East at Central game is tomorrow night. There's the kick, taken by Stiles. He brings it back up the middle, spins, he's loose, still going, finally brought down around the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Wildcats starting off here. Now they need to pick up. The offense was working pretty good there in the first half. And so hopefully they come out here, can keep that going. We talked about how they scored there in the last few minutes of the first half. Now if they can come down here, get another touchdown, they can start to somewhat take control of the game. So going from the 41, 1st and 10. Take us under center. He fakes to Paris, rolls right, gets away from one defender, but now he's smothered. About 3 Highlanders are going to bring him down, and that's going to be a big loss for the Wildcats. Not what they were looking for on the first play out of the half. Going to keep backing it up, and looks like it'll be at the 30-yard line, so that's going to be 2nd and 21 coming up. Cats looking to start with things in the air, but the protection broke down.
After that sack, it'll be 2nd down and long for the Wildcats at their own 30-yard line. Wing T formation, giving to Jeremiah Paris, motioning across the formation, and he is going to get maybe a yard to the 31-yard line. The Highlanders strung that play out and going to bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah, so this, again, in no way the way you want to start here.
Holding. Yep. On the offense. Holding. Offense, penalties decline. 3rd down.
So they're going to decline that penalty. Already got them in a 3rd and a mile.
Yeah, and I kind of get, don't give them another down, but 2nd and 30 is a tall order. But see what the Cats have got here.
3rd down and 21. Handoff, Fitch. Fitch had a hole there for a minute, but it closed up as a linebacker come in and popped him as he gets to the 35-yard line. Gain of about 4 to bring up 4th and long.
So the Wildcats going to have to punt here, put it back in the hands of their defense. It's a pretty good defensive first half, minus that one big play that Scott was able to bust.
So Prince into punt. There's the kick away, low, end over end spinner, going to bounce and take a Sweetwater roll, but Scott going to pick it up to the 25-yard line. Makes a man miss. He's to the 30. And brought down at the 34-yard line on the return there for the Highlanders. I believe that was Carter Slavin. Turn that light on for a minute.
So the Scott offense is going to come out here. They like to work pretty fast.
Be 1st and 10. Privet, the quarterback, pistol formation. 4 receivers set. This time going to hand it off, though. And getting the carry is number 6, Michael Bond.
Jackson Powell and Whaley combining for the tackle. Scott up to the line in a hurry. Now they look to the sideline.
The gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. 37-yard line. Privet dropping, looking to throw. Fires to the sideline. It'll be complete to Wyatt Lloyd. About a yard short of the sticks around the 44-yard line. Makes it a 3rd and short upcoming. Third down and 1, handoff, and they're going to have the 1st down and more. Going to get it across the 45, across midfield, down to the 48-yard line. On the carry there for the Highlanders, Michael Bond. Move the chains. Paris with the tackle, and they line up quickly. Pistol formation, Privet. Going to give off the Bond again. There's Landon Murphy with the tackle as Bond down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line.
Highlanders waste no time.
Pistol formation, looking to throw, and a fire across the middle after the double clutch complete. Tackled by Paris, but not before the completion down to the 34-yard line. Number 10, Gus King. Privet put it right on him. They spot him officially at the 32-yard line. Hurry up offense, 4 receivers, hard count, then look to the sideline. Still looking for the play. Privet takes a snap, straight drop, looking. Now steps up in the pocket, going to pull it down and run with it. He's inside the 30 and down near the 25-yard line before he's brought down. Logan Whaley in on the tackle.
Good gain on 1st down.
Second down and 4. Handoff. Bond up the middle. He can be tackled by Landon Murphy.
Big play by Murph. Coming up, meeting him in the hole. Leaving him here in 3rd down. Imagine this is going to be 4-down territory for the Highlanders.
3rd down and 4 at the Sweetwater 26-yard line. Handoff Bond. He's going to have the 1st down as he went right guard, a huge hole, and he's going to get down to the 16-yard line. 1st down, Highlanders, 7:21 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Shotgun, they line up quickly. Privet, hands off. Jet sweep here. Receiver coming across the formation, and he's going to get down to the 5 and down to the goal line. Reaches for the pylon, stretches out, gets in there, touchdown. Lucas Newport. 16-yard run on the jet sweep, got to the outside. I thought they might have pushed him out, but he tiptoed the sidelines and laid out and got the football inside the pylon for the touchdown. And what a score there for the Highlanders here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, without a doubt, the most impressive drive they've had all night.
Justin Lynch for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is no good. As Sweetwater got penetration in there and rushed the kick, and Lynch pulled it wide left, no good. 7:12, though, to go in the 3rd quarter. It's a touchdown by the Scott Highlanders. It's now Sweetwater 17, Scott 13, as you listen to Wildcat Football on WMTY and WDEH.
Looking for somewhere good to eat? Go to Fat Hat's Grill on Sweetwater Barnwell Road. Try one of their serious burgers. It's the best in town, and a side of onion rings. They're deep fried and made fresh. Plate lunches are available Tuesday through Thursday. And don't forget about Catfish Friday. Want a sweet treat? Order a shake or a hot fudge cake. That's Fat Hat's Grill in Sweetwater. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Call-in orders are very appreciated. 423-337-3686. Thank you.
Emily, get off the radio.
7:12 to go in the third quarter. It was a 9-play, 65-yard drive for the Highlanders. It took 2 minutes, 50 seconds off the clock. Capped off by Newport, 16-yard touchdown run. The PAT, no good. But it's back to a one-score game. Sweetwater 17-13 on top of Scott High. There's the kick away. It's going to be taken by Sweetwater at the 13-yard line. Isaiah Stiles out to the 20, 25, and he's going to be hemmed up around the 27. The pile keeps moving, though, pushes that across the 30 to the 31-yard line. That's where Sweetwater will go on offense. They don't call a fumble?
Well, the officials haven't.
Well, Scott and their fans think it's a fumble.
Well, the guy in a white shirt came up off the ground with the ball, but the officials never acted like they had any interest in that conversation.
I'm glad they didn't. 7 minutes to go in the third, 17-13. Sweetwater leads. It's 1st and 10 now, Wildcats at their own 31-yard line. Two-back set, Dacus going to give to Fitch. And not much doing on that one. Again,
Sweetwater offense has not come out of the locker room as efficient as it went into it.
They have not. He's second down, say maybe a half a yard on that play. They'll call it 2nd and 10. Here's handoff Ty Fitch, and Fitch up the middle. Out across the 35 to the 36-yard line, and his helmet comes off at the end of that play, so he'll have to come out.
Helmet got another 10 yards.
It did. Gain of about 5 on that play. Be 3rd and 5 for the Wildcats. I feel like they need to convert here. Momentum's leaning the other way just a little bit. Third down and 5 for Sweetwater. Their own 36-yard line. Handoff, Jeremiah Paris, a head full of steam. He has the first down and more across midfield, down to the 45 to the 40. 35-yard line and brought down from behind at the 32-yard line. Jeremiah Paris with a head full of steam. That's as hard as I've seen him hit the hole this season.
And that's exactly what the Wildcats needed right there.
First and 10 Wildcats down to the 32-yard line of the Scott Highlanders. Big play, handoff. A counter play to Ty Fitch. Maybe a yard to the 31-yard line. Second down and 8. They're going to say gain 2 on that. Dacus looking to throw from the 30-yard line. Steps up in the pocket now. Fires wide open in the end zone. Jeremiah Paris. Touchdown, Wildcats. 30 yards. Dacus to Paris. The pressure And I guess the secondary got their eyes in the backfield, and Dacus eluded it. Paris wide open.
Well, I've said this consistently about Nolan Dacus. He is one of the best quarterbacks at this level that I've seen for keeping his eyes downfield. When he starts to run, he is still looking to throw the ball.
Prince for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is on the way. Good. Sweetwater with a big score to answer back to extend the lead out to 11. 30 yards from Dacus to Paris. The Prince extra point. Good. It's Sweetwater 24. Scott 13 as you listen to Wildcat Football on WMTY and WDEH.
Foster Family Eye Care has had a name change. Dr. Callie Mashburn, a Sweetwater native, has taken over the practice, so we've updated our name to Sweetwater Family Eye Care. No matter the name, our commitment to high-quality, patient-centered care is the same as it has been since we opened our doors in 1993. Whether you need new glasses or contact lenses or have an eye issue that needs attention, we are here to meet all your eye care needs. That's Sweetwater Family Eye Care on Highway 68 in Sweetwater. Try us and see.
So a big score there for the Wildcats, already 30 yards from Dacus to Paris. That was a 5-play, 69-yard drive that took 2:33 off the clock, and that's what the Wildcats needed.
Oh, absolutely. And Jeremiah, he was just wide open.
Prince kicks it off, short, spinner, going to bounce, and still on the ground, but Scott picks it up at the 13-yard line. He's going east and west, and there's Jackson Powell going to bring him down at the 13-yard line. On the return there for the Highlanders, number 3, Lucas Newport.
So after the first drive of the half was just really bad, and then Scott gets the ball and scores, that is the absolute response that the Wildcats had to have.
24-13, Sweetwater leads, 4:20 to go here in the third quarter. Glad you're with us on WMTY and WDEH. Pistol formation, Privet. Quarterback going to hand off. And nice run out to the 18-yard line. On the carry, Michael Bond. They're going to spot him out at the 19-yard line. Stiles on the tackle. That'll be a gain of 6, second down and 4. Hard count, 3 receivers split to the far side, 1 near. Bond in the backfield, Privet. Pistol formation. Quick throw to the slot receiver, it's complete. That's Newport. Newport going to have the first down. Newport makes a man miss. Gets that across the 30, 35, 40, knocked out of bounds at the 43-yard line. We have a flag down on the play in the area of a block in the back or a hold. We'll see.
Yeah, I think that one's coming back.
And wait the call here from the White Hat.
Holding. Offense. 10 yards for the spot.
Coach Norwood!
Second down.
One bad thing about the officials, Mike, you're running the risk of catching a word or two if you're not careful. We didn't hear any right there, but somebody was hollering at Coach Norwood for sure.
Not our Coach Norwood.
Now the brother, Ben, down on the sideline. There's handoff on second down and 1 as Bond gets free. Bond out across 35 to the 40 before he's wrapped up. Then a flag on the sideline as Sweetwater, another flag coming in. This could have some game-changing consequences here, but that previous hold was 10 yards from the spot, so that moved it back, made it second down and 1, and they picked it up right there and then some. Then the tackle along the Scott sideline, we've got 2 flags coming in, and we await this crew to figure all that out.
Well, they're going to get Sweetwater for hitting out of bounds. Hopefully somebody on the Scott sideline responded to that and will cancel it out.
Yeah. Let's see what we get here.
After the play, personal foul on the defense. After the play, personal foul on the defense. Both fouls are enforced. Results in a first down.
Ooh.
Well, that is not what I just ordered.
No. So you got 30 yards of penalties on the end of that play, that first down run. So that's going to move it into Sweetwater territory and move it all the way down to the 28-yard line of the Wildcats with 3:23 to go in the third. Sweetwater by 11, but helping their opponent down the field here. Pistol formation, Privet going to hand off. Bond leans his way down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. Spot him at the 25, so gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Three receiver set, Privet. Pistol formation, looking to throw this time. Sidearms it to the sideline, complete. Makes a man miss, picks up the first down, then gets down around the 15-yard line before he goes down on the reception and run, Wyatt Lloyd. First down, Highlanders. 2:38 to go in the third quarter. 24-13, Wildcats lead. Both teams trying to keep their season alive with a win. Highlanders 1st and 10, officially at the 18 is where they spot that ball out. 18-yard line handoff, and up the middle, big gashing hole down to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown. Scott Highlanders, Michael Bond, right up the gut for 18 yards.
Well, they're going to have to go for 2 at this point in the ball game. Try to make it a field goal game.
I don't know. I'm not a real fan of the going for 2 until you're in the fourth quarter.
Well, 2.5 to go, I'd call it close enough.
They are going to go for 2. Four receivers spread the formation, pistol formation. Bond, the tailback in. Privet, the quarterback. Slot receiver goes in motion across the formation. They roll, firing into the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. The defender, Bono, who was in on that coverage. The defender and the receiver kind of got tangled up, and I thought they might have thrown a flag out, but they did not. And so the 2-point conversion, no good. 2.5 minutes to go third quarter. It's a touchdown by the Highlanders. 2-point conversion, no good. It's Sweetwater 24, Scott 19 as you listen to Wildcat Football on WMTY and WDEH.
At Sweetwater Insurance Agency, we like to think of our customers as friends and family. Sweetwater Insurance Agency has served this area for over 100 years, providing security for people like you and me. We are located under the red roof at 118 West North Street, or you can give us a call at 423-337-5088. And you can even email us at agent@sweetwaterinsurance.com. Sweetwater Insurance Agency represents many fine insurance companies, including Farmers Mutual of Tennessee. This is Harris Lovingood, inviting you to contact us for all your insurance needs.
6-play, 87-yard drive for the Highlanders. It took 1 minute 50 seconds off the clock. Bond with an 18-yard touchdown run to cap off the drive. The 2-point conversion was no good, and with 2:30 to go in the third quarter, it's Sweetwater 24, Scott Highlanders 19. So now set to kick it away back to the Wildcats. Trying to onside, and we got a flag down as the ball's loose. Looked like Scott was going to get on it, but that's going to be an offsides of the Highlanders. A 5-yard penalty and re-kick. Got ahead of the football.
Can't do that. Not really a bad call right there at that moment, but you got to execute it if you're going to call it. Because it'd be mighty hard to come back and try it again right now.
No, and it's one of those, Sweetwater's probably not really expecting that, and had a good shot at executing it had it not been for the penalty. So back them up 5 yards, re-kick. And there's a kickoff, Squibbler along the ground. Sweetwater's Fitch picks it up at the 36-yard line. He's to the 40, near the 45 before he's brought down. So Sweetwater with a good field position. And that's the risk you run by doing that. Is now you give Sweetwater good field position at the 45-yard line. 2:23 to go in the third. It's a 24-19 ball game. Wildcats lead now with the football.
Yeah, that ball squib rolling around on the ground. I was about to say just fall on it, and I realized too, hands that Ty Fitch pick up whatever he wants.
He's not going to fall on it, is he?
No, he is not. And I'm okay with that.
Wildcats will be traveling left to right. This play from the left hash. 1st and 10 Sweetwater at their own 45-yard line, leading by 5. Here in the third quarter, 2-back set, handoff Jeremiah Paris, and he's hit in the backfield and dumped for a loss. Back to the 42-yard line, loss of 3. It's a big play there for the Highlander defense. 2nd and 13, so we're under 2 minutes to go in the third. Wing T formation for Sweetwater. Paris comes in motion. They give to Fitch up the middle. Fitch with a hole. He's out across the 45, across midfield. Makes a man miss. Gets first down yardage inside the 45. Down to the 40-yard line. Ty Fitch with a big run up the middle. On a 2nd and 13. Ty Fitch went over 1,000 yards for the season last week. He come into the night's game with 1,096. He's got 107 tonight.
I'd say he's not done.
Wouldn't think so either. Minute 20 as the clock moves here in the third quarter, 24-19. Sweetwater leads. Glad you're with us on WMTY and WDEH. Those of you watching on YouTube, 1st and 10, handoff Fitch. Fitch down to the 37, gain of 3 on 1st down. Right on 9 o'clock as you listen to Sweetwater football on WMTY 98.3 FM and WDEH AM 800, Sweetwater, Tennessee. Go under a minute here in the third. 2nd and 7 for Sweetwater. Ball in the center of the field as they're at the Scott 37-yard line, driving left to right toward the scoreboard. Wing T formation. And Sweetwater jumped.
Prior to snap, false start. Offense, 2nd down.
You don't want to be shooting yourself in the foot here.
That makes it 2nd and 12 at their own, at the Scott 42-yard line. No, you don't want to get in your own way.
At this point in the game, 5 yards is a lot more than what it sounds like.
2nd and 12, Sweetwater. The Scott 42-yard line. Wing T formation. Dacus straight drop looking to throw. A quick fire to the outside looking for Styles. Underthrown. Incomplete. 3rd down.
This is where you didn't want to be 3rd and behind the chains.
See, if you're Sweetwater now, obviously you want to convert, you want to go score a touchdown. If you can get in range, though, a field goal does you some good. You know, we're up by 5. A field goal would put you on 8. Third down and 12. Handoff, Paris. Paris, wing back, is to be wrapped up, tackled at the 39-yard line. Gain of 3. It's going to bring up 4th down and 9. That'll be the final play of the fourth quarter.
Or third.
Yeah, excuse me, of the third quarter. We're moving to the fourth quarter. That's what I had on my mind. And we get to the fourth quarter. Sweetwater will have a 4th down, possibly out of the field. They may go for it. We'll find out in 60 seconds.
Hi, this is Jim Fairweather, owner and founder of Fairweather Financial, and I am proud to be a sponsor and supporter of the Sweetwater Wildcats. A good game plan is key to athletic success, and the same is true with financial success. At Fairweather Financial, we can work with you to build a personalized financial game plan. Give us a call, stop by the office in downtown Sweetwater, or check us out on the web. Go Wildcats!
Fairweather Financial. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
The staff at Napa Auto Parts in Sweetwater would like to thank their loyal customers for supporting their business for all these years. Napa Auto Parts has proudly served Sweetwater and the surrounding area since 1973. Owner Scott Skinner and his staff have the expertise to help you find whatever part you need. They have the know-how, the Napa know-how. Stop by and see your friends at Napa Auto Parts on Main Street in Sweetwater or call 337-3555.
The voice of the Wildcats, WMTY and WDEH Sweetwater.
Start of the fourth quarter, Sweetwater 4th and 9 at the Scott 39-yard line. Coming out of the quarter change, elects to punt, and Cy Prince gets a foot into it and sails it into the end zone for a touchback. And so it'll be the Highlanders going on offense, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line, driving left to right toward the scoreboard as we start this fourth quarter. It's 24-19, Wildcats by 5. Pistol formation. Privet takes a snap, hands off, running back. Not much there, as a few yards up the middle. Michael Bond. It'll be a 4-yard gain on the carry to the 24-yard line.
Aiden Pensley, Jackson Powell in on the tackle.
The game with playoffs on the line, wouldn't you expect it to go to the fourth quarter?
It should.
2nd down and 6. The Highlanders at their own 24-yard line. Privet looking to throw, fires to the outside. It's going to be, looked to be incomplete. Looked like he trapped it on the ground, and he did. Laying out for it, number 4, Jaden Morgan. Got hands on it. Looked like, might have caught it, but looked like he trapped it, and that was the call, incomplete. 3rd down. 3rd and 6. Third and 6 for Scott at their own 24-yard line here in the fourth quarter. Receiver comes in motion across the formation. They fake to him, pump fake. Now Privet looking to set up the screen coming across the middle. It's complete. Bond, the running back, leaking across the middle. They found him, and he gets that across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It'll pick up the 1st down. And that was a big 1st down conversion, and that was a good play.
Yes, it was. Watson and Bono there to stop him.
1st and 10, Highlanders officially their own 37. Handoff Bond. And Bond, that run limited as he gets to the 40. Gain of 3. Pensley on the tackle. The 2nd down and 7.
Update from Decatur, 8:46 to go in the ball game. Meggs leads Kingston 14-10.
Mm-hmm. Second down 7. Highlanders at their own 40. Look who they got in there. Got Bowles. Bowles, quarterback keeper all the way. He hurdles the defender and gets up near the 45-yard line before he's brought down. Good run, but short of the sticks. That's probably one of his worst runs of the night, even though it was a good one.
Well, there's not a lot of deception to it. All the backs are stacked to the left side, and he's going to follow them.
I'm surprised they haven't ran him more. I mean, I really am.
As productive as it's been, I would agree.
3rd down and 2 at their own 45-yard line. Handoff up the middle as Bowles hands off this time. And he's stuffed Murphy and Whaley in on the tackle. They're going to give him a yard to the 46-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down and 1. And I think with 9:15 to go.
I mean, thank you, but why in the world would you have him hand the ball off?
And they take him out on a 4th and 1 and bring Privet back in at quarterback. Sweetwater crowding the box. Privet going to try to run for the 1st down, and he gets some extra effort, extra push from his teammates. He's going to have the 1st down and get across midfield down to the 48-yard line. 1st down. Scott Highlanders with 8:53 to go. Sweetwater leading 24-19. But the Highlanders trying to drive down and take the lead. Split gun, shotgun, 2 receiver set. Privet hands off to Bond. Bond makes 2 guys miss and gets inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Whaley, I believe, in on the tackle.
Yeah, Whaley caught him from behind.
Gain of 9 on the carry, 2nd down and 1. Down to the 38-yard line of the Wildcats. 2 backs. Handoff. Big hole. Down inside the 30, the 25, 20. Brought down at the 17-yard line. Another 1st down for the Highlanders. I believe that was Desmond Bowling on the carry. And they line up quickly, not wasting any time. Give it to Bowling again. Bowling with another hole down to the 10 on 1st down. We're down to 7:50 to go.
Well, that right up the guts, working pretty good right at the moment.
It'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Highlanders at the Sweetwater 10-yard line, trying to take the lead for the first time tonight here in the 4th quarter. 2 backs. Privet, the quarterback, takes the snap, rolls to the short side of the field. He's going to keep it. He's going to have the 1st down and more. Brushing off would-be Sweetwater tacklers. Going to take it the 10 yards into the end zone. Touchdown, Scott Highlanders, as they go to the lead.
Well, they're going to have to go for 2 to make it a 3-point game.
So this is my point. If you hadn't went for 2 down here, you're kicking an extra point to go up by 3. That's why, me personally, I don't like going for 2 that early, because you didn't need it at that point. Now you need it. You could have had yourself in a situation where you could have kicked the extra point to go up 3. It's a moot point if they get this 2-point conversion. Privet in there. A power set, 2 backs. Privet, a jump pass into the end zone, and the receiver was open but couldn't bring it in. The old jump pass. Fake like it's going to be a quarterback power and try to throw it over the top to your tight end, Gus King, but he didn't bring it in.
Little Tebow
action. But the Highlanders score a touchdown and go to the lead. 7:10 to go in the ball game. It's now Scott 25, Sweetwater 24 as you listen to Wildcat Football on WMTY and WDEH.
People's Bank of East Tennessee is cheering on all our local high school teams this season. Visit any of our local branches and show your support for your school by getting a custom Sweetwater Wildcats, Sequoia Chiefs, or Tellico Plains Bears School Spirit debit card. They offer online and mobile banking, bill pay, mobile check deposits, as well as person-to-person payments. People you know, people you trust. People's Bank. Locally owned and serving the community since 1997. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
11-play, 80-yard drive that took 4 minutes, 31 seconds off the clock. Privet, the quarterback, with the 11-yard touchdown run. They went for 2 and missed it. But the Highlanders get the lead for the first time tonight. It's 7:10 to go in the fourth quarter, 25-24. Remember, and you couldn't have forgotten, if you've been listening to our whole broadcast, the winner of this game goes to the playoffs. The loser, season's over. There's the kickoff, short spinner, going to be taken at the 20-yard line. It's returnable. Paris to the 30, and boy, he's upended at the 34-yard line. Coming in, making the big tackle there for the Highlanders, number 8, Keegan Bowling. So you got 7:03 to go. You're trailing now, you're Sweetwater, but plenty of time. Your offense, no need for it to change. You're able to run the football. Got to execute.
Down in Decatur, they're at 1:30. Meg still leads 14-10.
And that's for the region championship. The winner of that game will be the 1 seed out of Region 2-3A next week in the opening round of the playoffs. Handoff, Ty Fitch. And Fitch going to get to the 36-yard line. A gain of 2 on the carry. 2nd down and 8. And that front by the Highlanders motivated right now, seeing their team go to the lead.
Well, the line of scrimmage has gone the way of the Highlanders here recently, back to their O-line kind of dominating that last drive.
Healthy spot there for the Wildcats to the 37, so it's a gain of 3, 2nd and 7, wing T formation, play fake to Bono coming around. Now Dacus looking to throw, fires across the middle, complete to Gus Campbell out to the 45, across midfield, brought down from behind, into Highlander territory, down to the 45-yard line. First down, Wildcats.
That was a play they needed.
Absolutely. Campbell had a touchdown reception earlier in the game. He's been a weapon. Receiving the football tonight, tight end position. First down for Sweetwater at the 45-yard line of Scott. Handoff, Jeremiah Paris. Paris inside the 45 to the 42-yard line. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. 5:45 to go in the game. It's 25-24. Scott on top of Sweetwater. Little drama building here, King Barong Stadium. The Wildcats regain the lead. Can they get the win and keep their season alive, or will it end tonight here on this Thursday night football action? 2nd and 7. Ball in the center of the field as the Wildcats drive right to left toward the concession stand. Handoff, Ty Fitch. Fitch with a hole. Fitch to the 35. He's to the 30. He's run down from behind and pushed out of bounds down around the 21-yard line. Ty Fitch moved the chains for the Sweetwater Wildcats.
So he works all night to be at this point in the fourth quarter. This is when Ty Fitch is feeling his best.
First and 10 Wildcats at the Scott High 21-yard line. Ball on the left hash, driving right to left toward the Wildcat snack shack. Isaiah Stiles splits out wide, 2 backs. Dacus going to hand to Ty Fitch up the middle. Fitch spins out of 1 tackle. Fitch inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. First and goal, Wildcats on the legs of Ty Fitch. And then I believe we've got a timeout on the field by the Highlanders. We do. 4:54 to go in the ball game. 25-24. Scott on top of Sweetwater. But the Wildcats looking at a first and goal at the 7-yard line, and we'll keep it right here. As you're right, that pass to Campbell down to the 45-yard line kind of got some things rolling a little bit. Now you've went back to your running game. It's working on legs of Ty Fitch. Now first and goal. And right here, your season coming down to whether you can finish goal to go from the 7-yard line.
Yeah, and that pass partly so big just because it keeps it in Scott's mind that we can do this. We're willing to do this. Now, down here inside the 10, I'm thinking it's got to be primarily Fitch or maybe Paris on the handoff. You got to be able to punch this one in.
Obviously 3 would give you the lead, but down here first and goal at the 7, 4:54 to go. You need the touchdown. Wing T formation. Fitch, the fullback. The wing back is Paris. They give it to him coming in motion, and he is going to be strung out. He's going the wrong way, and he's going to be dumped for a big loss.
Yeah, at this point in the ball game, as you're getting closer to the sideline, you can't think about going backwards and trying. No. You just got to put your head down and go get what you can get.
Loss of 8 back to the 15-yard line. 2nd and goal for Sweetwater from the 15. Ball on the right hash at this point, down to 4, approaching 4:10 to go in the game. 2 backs. Dacus gives to Ty Fitch. Fitch up the middle, ping pong ball. Fitch inside the 10 to the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown, Ty Fitch. 15 yards on a play that looked like maybe it should have went 2. He would not be denied, and he broke about 3 tackles, maybe 4 on that play to take it to 15 yards to send the Wildcats to the lead.
I know I'm a broken record, but he just gets stronger as the night goes on.
Sweetwater up 5. They line up for the extra point try. Snap, hold, kick. Good. 3:59 to go in the ball game, and Sweetwater adds a touchdown on the legs of Ty Fitch, 15 yards. The extra point good. It's now Sweetwater 31, Scott 25, as you listen to Wildcat Football on WMTY and WDEH.
McDonald's is excited to be a part of the Sweetwater community. We would like to give you the opportunity to come join our team at one of our 11 locations, which include Sweetwater, Athens, Madisonville, Etowah, Ocoee, Ottawa, or one of the 5 Cleveland locations. It's as simple as texting APPLY to 38000 or dropping by one of the 11 locations for an application. We offer flexible schedules, tuition assistance, competitive wages, and now offering doctor on-demand telehealth. Come join our team at your local McDonald's.
So Sweetwater on a Ty Fitch 15-yard touchdown run. It was a 7-play, 66-yard drive that took 3:04 off the clock. As I said, Fitch with a 15-yard touchdown. The Prince extra point. Sweetwater now back to the lead, 31-25, 3:59 to go in the ball game. Prince to kick it away. Going to be a low liner. It's going to not be returned as the Highlanders let it go past them into the end zone for the touchback.
That's what you want right there. You don't even want to give them a chance to possibly break it and get up here around midfield or somewhere. Make them start on the 20, go 80 yards.
So the Highlanders 80 yards away. They have 3:59 on the clock. They got to drive down, score a touchdown, kick extra point to beat you. So it's in the defense's hands here. There's a handoff on first down, and Sweetwater look like Murphy and Whaley again leading the charge and stopping Michael Bond for only about a yard gain on that play.
Well, I'm going to put it in some hands. Murphy's and Whaley's are where I want it.
Pistol formation, they line up quickly, 2nd and 9. A little toss option look as Bond gets the pitch from Privet and gets that across the 25 to the 27-yard line. That clock moves. 3:20 to go in the ball game. It's now 31-25. Sweetwater leads.
Good tackle by Nolan Dacus there.
3rd down, 3. Hard count for the Highlanders. They look to the sideline. 3rd down and 3 at their own 27-yard line. Big quarterback power up the middle. Privet is going to get out across the 30 to the 31-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Clock will stop to move the chains. 2 timeouts remaining for the Highlanders. Now the clock moves. 2:55 to go. Playoffs on the line. 4 receivers set. Slot receiver comes in motion. They give to him on the toss. He's out to the 40-yard line, to the 41. Lucas Newport gets a shovel pass and picks up another Scott High 1st down. 1st and 10. They snap it quickly. Pistol formation. Bond has it. Bond's to the outside. He's across midfield. Down to the 45. Brought down around the 43-yard line. Isaiah Stiles on the tackle. Highlanders beginning to run downhill just a bit on this drive.
Yeah, they're getting it in big chunks.
3 receivers set. Pistol formation. Privet gives the Bond again. Bond inside the 40 to the 38. On the tackle there for Sweetwater. Number 53, Elijah Lowe. It'll be 2nd down and 7, gain of 3 on that play. 2nd and 7 at the Sweetwater 38-yard line. Same formation, hard count. Then look to the sideline and a flag coming in. A false start, movement, big penalty.
Yep.
Prior snap. False start. Offense. 2nd down.
Coming with 1:47 to go in the ball game. 31-25, Sweetwater leads. Scott Highlanders have the football. 2nd down and 12 at the Sweetwater 43-yard line. Trips to the near side. Pistol formation. Bond, the tailback. Privet rolling the pocket, looking to throw. Going to sling it sidearm to the outside. Incomplete over the head of his receiver. Morgan intended on that play. 3rd and 12.
Sweetwater defense, you need 2 stops here.
Need the 32-yard line for a 1st down. It's 3rd and 12 at the 43 of Sweetwater. Privet pump fakes, looking, time to throw. Now here comes the pressure. Lowe missed him, but he slipped and fell down. And going to be sacked back in Highlander territory at the 49-yard line. Elijah Lowe making that play for the Wildcats. And that's going to make it 4th and long, and then we've got a timeout on the field. Can Sweetwater seal it up? We'll find out when this 4th down play comes your way right after this 30-second timeout.
Headed out of town or need a safe spot for your pup during the day? Sarah's Paw Paradise in Sweetwater has you covered. With plenty of outdoor space, secure kennels, and social time with other dogs, your furry friend will feel right at home. Everything is provided. All we need is your pet's vaccine documentation and, of course, your fur baby. Give your dog the fun, care, and comfort they deserve at Sarah's Paw Paradise. They are located at 1014 North Main Street in Sweetwater. Call 423-836-8639.
So a big sack by Elijah Lowe and a loss all the way back for the Highlanders to their own 49-yard line. Loss of 7. It's going to make it 4th and 19. And a must convert with 1:14 to go in the game. Sweetwater leading 31-25. To keep their season alive. 4 receivers. And before the play, we've got a whistle. The ball was snapped. I never heard a whistle, and the players looked at the officials.
Yeah.
And I don't even know that the whistle was ever blown. I believe it was they heard something. They thought it was a whistle and just stopped. So we'll set up and try it again. 4th down and 19. Privet, throw to the outside, complete. Intercepted by Stiles to the 40, 30, 20, 10, to the playoffs. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Isaiah Stiles with his second interception of the evening. And you could see that one from up here. He read that one like a book.
I don't know what they were running on 4th and 19. A quick throw to the outside. I don't know.
I don't know.
Interception return for the touchdown. And maybe it was a hook and ladder attempt. I'm not sure. But in the neighborhood, was that around 50, 55 yards? Interception return for a touchdown, somewhere in that neighborhood for Isaiah Stiles.
Whoever is blowing the whistle in the bleachers, please refrain. Thank you.
I guess that answers your question on that.
Yeah.
The play right before that when Scott snapped it and just stopped because they thought there was a whistle, but there was none.
Well, evidently there was.
It was in the stands.
It
It wasn't an official whistle.
Wasn't a zebra.
And the very next play, I'm not saying that had anything to do with it, but then they ran the play, and it was an interception return for a touchdown for the Wildcats. What should seal the win. Prince. Snap, hold, kick. Good. Isaiah Stiles with a big interception return for a touchdown for the Wildcats on the 4th down play. It's now Sweetwater 38, Scott 25 with 1:02 to go. As you listen to Wildcat Football on WMTY and WDEH.
Shopping for insurance starts out simple enough, but you soon realize there are a lot of options. Lots and lots of options. You may begin to question whether it's even worth your time. But what if there was one place that took the stress out by doing the shopping for you? This isn't too good to be true. Get your free quote started today at valleyinsuranceservice.com. We are waiting to serve you, just like we have been for over 40 years. We shop, you save time and money. Valley Insurance. Live life protected.
Interception return, 50 yards plus for a touchdown. Isaiah Stiles, 55 yards. The extra point good, and with 1:02 to go, Sweetwater leads now 38-25. During the break, I guess on the try, there were, after the play, offsetting personal foul calls. So that's penalty yardage for both, stat-wise, but doesn't really affect the placement of the ball. Big play, the Sweetwater defense, forcing them into a 4th and long and then getting a turnover for the touchdown. Prince kicks it away into the end zone, touchback. Well, if you're Sweetwater, you're up 24-13. You surrendered the lead, but you did not lay down. And this team is learning that, staying with it when things look like, when things are not going your way, they keep fighting. And they're going to improve to 6-4 on the season.
So we've got a timeout on the field, Sweetwater.
Timeout. Sweetwater will stay right here. Sweetwater will improve to 6-4, 3-2 region play. Highlanders will fall to 6-4, 2-3 in region play. And Sweetwater will have to look some scores and see.
It's over in Decatur. The region champion, Meigs County Tigers, 14-10 over Kingston.
Okay.
So that was the first thing Sweetwater, well, no, the first thing they needed was to win.
Correct.
The first thing they needed from somebody else was a Meigs win. I bet you money Coach Bunch is in Etowah tomorrow pulling for the Road Runners.
That means Meigs County's region champions, they'll be the 1. Now, if Austin East were to beat McMinn Central tomorrow, this Sweetwater win would put them at the 2. And we'll look at the other scenarios coming up in the Wildcat Wrap-Up Show, brought to you by Jackie Jones Ford. Privet looking to throw, loads up, fires down the sideline. Styles on the coverage. It goes incomplete. The intended receiver, number 13, White Lloyd.
And Styles like that. Give me a chance to pick off a third one.
Second and 10. Be a big win tonight here on senior night for Sweetwater to wrap up the regular season. Pistol formation, handoff to Bond. Bond out near the 25-yard line. Got 45 seconds to go. One more play and the game will be final. Pistol formation, 4 receiver set. Clock down to 15 seconds. Privet looking. Now going to pull it down and run, and he's going to be wrapped up. Osborne, Campbell there as well, tackling him short of the sticks around the 28-yard line as time expires. On senior night, final game of the regular season. Win or go home. And the Sweetwater Wildcats win at home to keep their season alive with a 38-25 victory over the Scott Highlanders. With the loss, Scott's season is over. With a win, Sweetwater has qualified for the playoffs. And as we said, we'll be looking at that McMinn Central Austin East game tomorrow.
Go Roadrunners.
Yes, to again, if Austin East were to win, Sweetwater would get the 2 and would host next week. And then we'll look scenarios if Central does win. Sweetwater's still in the playoffs, but they would have to travel next week. And we'll kind of look at some of that on the Wildcat Wrap-Up Show brought to you by Jackie Jones Ford. But a big win tonight for the Sweetwater Wildcats. They defeat the Scott Highlanders 38-25. You're listening to Sweetwater Football on WMTY and WDEH. We're going to step away. We come back. The Wildcat Wrap-Up Show brought to you by Jackie Jones Ford.
Jackie Jones Ford in Sweetwater makes service simple. Got a recall? Our mobile service team comes to you. Just call Caleb at 423-337-5066 to schedule. Need regular service? We'll pick up and deliver your vehicle. No hassle, no waiting around. We do it all and keep you updated every step of the way. Convenience, reliability, and service you can count on. That's Jackie Jones Ford of Sweetwater.
Count on Star Regional Medical Center when every minute matters. Emergencies strike day or night, so we're here when you need us most, providing emergency care close to home, including the higher levels of heart care found in an accredited chest pain center. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Star Regional Medical Center. From the routine to the unforeseen, count on us. Check our average ER wait time at starregional.com.
Fall is here. Is your home ready for cooler temperatures? C&E Heating and Air Conditioning has you covered with top quality Amana products. Amana, America's brand for comfort. Enjoy easy financing, year-round support, and unbeatable warranties. With nearly 50 years serving our area and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, you can trust C&E. Call 423-745-0424 or visit cnehvacathens.com today. C&E Heating and Air Conditioning.
Looking for good home cooking right here in Sweetwater? Come to Sweetwater Crossings. We're serving up hot breakfast and hearty lunches Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Enjoy daily specials like smoked sausage and sauerkraut, cube steak and gravy, meatloaf, chicken livers, beef stew, country fried steak, plus fresh vegetables, soups, and homemade desserts. We've got pies and cobblers, just like Grandma made. Sweetwater Crossings, where friends meet and nobody leaves hungry.
Sweetwater sure knows how to do Halloween, and we're inviting you to Historic Halloween in downtown Sweetwater on October 31st from 5 to 8 p.m. at our Sweetwater Depot. Come on out for candy stations, dance parties, vendors, trunk or treat, and so much more. Put on your best costume and let's dance the night away.
I'm Scott Wilson, principal broker and owner of Realty Executives Main Street in Sweetwater. We are the true area experts in real estate. Our knowledgeable team will assist you in selling or buying your next property. We provide hard work and attention to detail to make sure we deliver the results you're looking for. Contact Realty Executives Main Street today. We're located at 307 North Main Street, Sweetwater, or call 423-836-9494.
This broadcast is a copyrighted production of Horn Radio, LLC. Any use of this broadcast without the consent of Horn Radio is prohibited. The voice of the Wildcats, WMTY and WDEH, Sweetwater.
The Wildcat Wrap-Up Show, brought to you by Jackie Jones Ford. The best dealership experience guaranteed.
The Wildcat Wrap-Up Show brought to you by Jackie Jones Ford. A big win tonight for the Sweetwater Wildcats. They defeat the Scott Highlanders to end the regular season 38-25. And with the win, Sweetwater qualifies for playoff action. Joined by the head coach of the Wildcats here in just a minute. As we'll recap tonight's action, Sweetwater got the scoring started, 5:35 to go in the first quarter. After an 8-play, 61-yard drive, it was a 26-yard field goal by Cy Prince to Sweetwater go up 3-0. 10:52 to go in the second quarter. After an 11-play, 76-yard drive, Ty Fitch capped off with an 8-yard touchdown run. The Prince extra point was good, and Sweetwater led 10-0. Here come the ensuing drive. Here come the Highlanders on Michael Bowles. 73-yard touchdown run, 10:25 to go in the second quarter. And the extra point was good. It was 10-7 at that point. Sweetwater, though resilient, answered right back. 3:49 to go in the second quarter. After a 7-play, 59-yard drive, it was a Dacus to Campbell touchdown pass, and the extra point was good. And Sweetwater led 17-7, and that was the halftime score. In the third quarter, 7:12 to go in the third quarter. After a 9-play, 65-yard drive, it was Newport for the Highlanders running in from 16 yards out. The extra point, no good, and it was 17-13 at that point. The score, Sweetwater hanging on to the lead. Sweetwater come right back in the third quarter, 4:27 to go in the third quarter after a 5-play, 69-yard drive. Dacus to Paris, 30-yard touchdown pass, the PAT good, and Sweetwater went back up 24-13. 2:30 to go in the third quarter. Here come the Highlanders, 6-play, 87-yard drive. Bond with an 18-yard touchdown run. And they went for 2, and that was no good, and that made the score 24-19. The Highlanders took their first lead of the ball game with 7:10 to go in the fourth quarter. After an 11-play, 80-yard drive, Privet, 11-yard touchdown run. And what did that make the score at that point? 24-19. They went up 25-24 because they went for 2 again, 25-24. Sweetwater regained the lead and held it after that point. At 3:59 to go in the fourth quarter, 7-play, 66-yard drive. Ty Fitch with a 15-yard touchdown run. The Wildcats went for kicked the extra point and went up 31-25. And then icing on the cake, The ensuing drive, an interception, 55-yard touchdown run after the pick six by Isaiah Stiles, the extra point, and Sweetwater went up 38-25, and that's your final score. The Wildcats get the big region win and qualify for the playoffs, now joined by the head coach of the Sweetwater Wildcats. You got your breath yet? Tommy Bunch joining us. And, Coach, how's that one feel?
Boy, it feels good. told the guys in the post-game huddle there, we finally got that monkey off our back. We're headed to the playoffs, play a little extra football, and as far as we're concerned, we're playing with house money now, so we're fixing to get a little crazy with it come playoff time. We're excited about it, though. I'm proud of our guys. I felt like early in the game, come out, played really solid defensively. Felt like we played decent on offense, and then when we come out in the second half, kind of a different story there. I felt like we lacked defensively. Can't wait to watch the film, kind of see what happened there because we got to get some things fixed as far as setting our edge and stuff. But our offense really stepped up to the plate, and we outscored them there, and then defense kind of pushed the nail in the coffin. So I'm proud of our guys. They gutted it out. They knew what was on the line tonight, and they never quit, and I'm really proud of them.
Difference tonight, in my opinion, your guys finished inside the red area. You didn't settling for field goals. You actually got in the end zone tonight. And some previous games you might not have, and that was a big difference, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And that's been us all season. We've settled for field goals a lot, and I'm really glad we have a great kicker in Cy Prince and a great special teams unit with our PAT and field goal team. But we can't rely on those guys. And we talked all season about how if we relied on that unit, we were going to get beat at some point. And, that ended up costing us last week, and that was a point of emphasis this week in our preparation. We've been trying to right that ship, get that part of our game corrected all season, and it was good to see that happen tonight.
So, based on what Brian told me, Austin East wins tomorrow, we can get a home.
Yeah, that's right.
Playoff game.
Yeah, so my understanding, Austin East wins. We would be the 2 seed, and McMinn Central wins. We're the 3 seed, and I believe that's.
So I only got 2 questions.
Okay.
You going trick or treating in Etowah tomorrow night?
No, man. Hey, I'm really excited to go take my little boy trick or treating, man.
Okay, so second you going to dress up as a road runner?
Hey, I am definitely pulling for the Road Runners tomorrow. But to all of our listeners, I'd be doing that anyway. I can't pull for McMinn Central.
Well, Coach, your team, again, resiliency. They continue, some games have not went their way, but they have never, I don't think one time this season I have felt like this team met some adversity and they just quit playing.
No, you're exactly right. I was telling somebody earlier in the week, we were just talking about our season, and, it's disappointing. I've talked to our guys all week about how we were 5-4, and Sweetwater's beat us 3 times. We've been beat by ourselves 3 times, we feel like, in our season. And, we just we got to quit doing that, And tonight I felt like we really responded in a great way, and we went and got one, and we didn't allow ourselves to beat us. And so that's big. I think it shows the maturity of this team and just where we're going, from this point on. And, like I said, we're in the playoffs now. We're playing with house money. We're excited about it. We're planning on going and making some more noise next week.
Officially got to wait to see how that region game goes tomorrow to find out where you're going to be, who you're going to play. But you're in the playoffs regardless, no matter what. And, Coach, congratulations, your second season. I know that first season – and now a stepping stone you're building.
Yes.
The second season, you're in the playoffs. So congratulations. I know that you're proud of that. You're proud of your guys. We're proud of that for you. And good job and good win.
Hey, thank you, guys, and go Cats.
Sweetwater head football coach Tommy Bunch, his team getting a win tonight to qualify for the playoffs. They defeat the Scott Highlanders 38-25, the final score. And, again, if Austin East beats McMinn Central, Sweetwater would be the 2 seed, meaning they would host the first round next week, likely against a Johnson County or a Pigeon Forge. I guess the betting odds, if you're looking at it that way, is Central will be favored at home in that game, and they're playing well. In that case, Sweetwater would probably be the 3, and that would put the Wildcats – it's a big difference. You go from possibly being at home to, if you're the 3, you're going to go to Unicoi County likely next week, which is about about 2.5-hour drive, which
Yeah.
we're used to those kind of trips in the first round.
We are. We are.
But there's some more scenarios
but
there.
Looks like
there's
it
another.
can't be the 4 though.
Yeah.
So at this point, with Kingston losing tonight, Sweetwater's either going to be the 2 or the 3. So not being the 4 means you're not going to a region champ.
Yeah, you're not going to Gatlinburg-Pittman. Like I said, it's looking like with a McMinn Central win tomorrow against Austin East, Sweetwater would be the 3 going to likely Unicoi County next week in the opening round of the playoffs. If an Austin East win at McMinn Central happens next week, then Sweetwater would be the 2, likely hosting a Johnson County or a Pigeon Forge. All those Region 1 teams play tomorrow, so there's a lot to shake out there.
Johnson County's at Unicoi. Gatlinburg-Pittman's hosting Chucky Doak, and Pigeon Forge is hosting Claiborne.
Yeah. A text from Chuck Morgan saying he's ready for Unicoi County. Chuck's made plenty of those trips in the opening round to
he has
some, I don't want to say obscure, but some faraway places. We'll just say it that way. Some not so easy places to get to, but that's fun. A lot of memories doing that. But we're hoping cheer for the Roadrunners, and that would put Sweetwater hosting if the Roadrunners could get the win over McMinn Central tomorrow. But Sweetwater took care of the most important thing. They defeated Scott tonight here at home to end the regular season 38-25, the final. Sweetwater with a win improves to 6-4 overall, 3-2 in region play, and with the loss, Scott County finds themselves on the outside looking in after a good second season, big improvement for their program in their second season with their Coach Hall. They're going to come up short and just miss the playoffs. They come back down 24-13 and come back and took the lead 25-24.
Well, I don't know how they've done all year, but just kind of like you talked to Coach Bunch about his Wildcats not quitting when they get in a tight spot. Hats off to Scott. They didn't tonight either, and they hung in, and this thing went right down to the very end.
Final 38-25. The final, Sweetwater gets the win. You're listening to the Wildcat Wrap-Up Show brought to you by Jackie Jones Ford. Sweetwater wins 38-25. We're going to step away for another timeout. When we come back after the break, we'll have final game stats. We've got some score updates. We've got to select the Domino's player of the game. Sweetwater wins tonight and qualifies for the playoffs. Back after this.
Fall is almost here, and at Ag Central Co-op, we're ready to help you make the most of the season. Whether you're planting food plots, reseeding pasture, or sowing your lawn, we've got the seeds and fertilizers to keep things growing strong. And when it's time to clear brush or cut trails, DR Power Equipment is built to handle the toughest jobs. Check out our unbeatable prices. Stop by Ag Central, where hardware, farm, and field come together this fall. That's Ag Central Co-op, New Highway 68, Sweetwater.
Are you looking for a new healthcare provider close to home? Choda Community Health Services is excited to announce 3 new primary care providers right here in Monroe County. Dr. William Davies and nurse practitioners Kara Collier and Era Ford are all accepting new patients in our Madisonville office. Please call 423-442-2622 to schedule an appointment today.
No matter who you're rooting for, you can always count on the winning team at Volunteer Federal, a strong, friendly, full-service bank that's been making mortgages locally since way back in 1974. Our friendly professional staff is always ready and willing to help with your financial needs. And with convenient branches in Sweetwater, Madisonville, Von Orr, and Tellico Plains, we're just around the corner at the home of better banking. Come home to better banking at Volunteer Federal. We're Monroe County's oldest locally owned bank. Volunteer Federal, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
We've got everything you need for building and remodeling. Valley Building Supply, like cabinets, flooring, electrical and plumbing. Valley Building Supply, we're here to understand and help you with your plan. Nobody takes care of you better. The right people and materials, we bring them all together. If you need it for your house, inside or out, go to Valley Building Supply.
Good service, great price.
Check us out online at valleybuildingsupplytn.com.
Wildcat Wrap-Up Show brought to you by Jackie Jones Ford. The final, Sweetwater 38-25. Victors over region opponents Scott Highlanders. Sweetwater to the playoffs. Again, that game, and keep track on our social media pages tomorrow. And we'll try to post that score and then tell you exactly where Sweetwater is playing, whether it's home or on the road next week, and who their opponent is. But Sweetwater will be in the playoffs next week. Let's take a look at our final game stats. Brian Nile, our stat man, doing a good job for us. First for the Scott Highlanders, 25 points on the board, 17 first downs. Ran the ball 43 times for 242 yards, 10 for 21 passing, 87 yards, 64 total plays for 329 yards total offense. They had 10 penalties for 90 yards and 2 turnovers. 6 for 10 on third down, 1 for 2 on fourth down. Time of possession, 22 minutes, 52 seconds. Sweetwater, 38 points on the board, 14 first downs, 39 rushes, 239 yards on the ground, 10 for 16 passing, 133 yards through the air, 55 total plays for 365 yards total offense, 7 penalties for 80 yards. No turnovers tonight for the Wildcats. They were 3 for 8 on third down. Did not go for it on fourth down. Time of possession, 28 minutes, 30 seconds. Sweetwater scored 3 in the first quarter. Outscored Scott 14-7 in the second quarter for a 17-7 halftime lead. Scott outscored Sweetwater 12-7 in the third quarter. Then Sweetwater outscored the Highlanders 14-6 in the fourth quarter for a 38-25 victory for the Wildcats. Individual stats, first for Scott. Bowles, they brought him in the Wildcat a lot tonight. 8 carries, 146 yards, and a touchdown. I kind of felt like, though we mentioned it throughout the broadcast, that I'm kind of surprised they didn't run him more. It seemed like every time he carried the football, it was effective. They bring him in some and take him out. It seemed like if it would have been in their favor and not in Sweetwater's if Bowles had, 7, 8 more carries on the night.
At least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they've got their game plan and stuff, but sometimes when something's working, you just keep doing it.
Yeah. Bond, he had 23 carries, 121 yards, and a touchdown. Privet had a touchdown run, and Newport had a touchdown run. Privet was 10 for 21 passing, 87 yards. He threw 2 interceptions. Their leading receiver, Bond, 2 receptions, 28 yards. Also Morgan, 3 receptions, 26 yards. For the Sweetwater Wildcats, Ty Fitch, 23 carries, 162 yards rushing, and 2 touchdowns. Jeremiah Paris, 12 carries, 88 yards rushing. Dacus was 10 for 16 passing, 133 yards passing, and 2 touchdowns. Paris, 4 receptions, 43 yards, and a touchdown. Gus Campbell was big tonight receiving the football. 3 receptions, 58 yards, and a touchdown. Isaiah Stiles, 3 receptions, 31 yards. And that's offensive stats and team offensive numbers. Or do you have any defensive numbers you want to throw at us?
Yeah, those inside backers tonight, Landon Murphy leading the way. I got him down for 11. Like I said, he's going to contest that with me later and say I missed a couple. But I got him at 11, and his counterpart, Logan Whaley, at 9. I got 8 tackles for Jackson Powell, 5 for Bono, 4 for Jeremiah Paris, 3, including a sack for Elijah Lowe.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm looking at the number and trying to get it. Stiles had 4 to go with 2 picks. Good defensive night. Team effort, not just one guy.
So there's our final game stats. Brian Nile already doing a good job for us on the stats. And we are ready to select our Domino's player of the game. This is one of those nights where there's a number of guys who could have gotten the honor.
We threw out about 5 different names here a minute ago, and it would have been worthy to any of them.
A guy tonight, though, that hadn't gotten it this season and really made a big impact on the game. Who are we going with as our Domino's player of the game?
We are going with the guy, if you're out here at practice, they refer to him as Stick. It's number 2. Isaiah Stiles coming in, like we said, 4 tackles, 2 interceptions, including a big pick 6 to seal the game. And as somebody made a great call on, advance to the playoffs. Put that with 3 catches on offense. And he had 2 or 3 kick returns as well. I mean, I don't know how many yards he had on that. So just all 3 facets of the game, Isaiah Stiles, Domino's player of the game tonight.
Both of Scott's turnovers were due to Isaiah Stiles. So congratulations, Isaiah Stiles, our Domino's player of the game. Sweetwater wins 38-25 to wrap up the regular season here on senior night at King Barong Stadium. Again, one more time, you're looking at that McMinn Central Austin East game tomorrow night. If Austin East can get the upset win over McMinn Central, then Sweetwater would be the 2 seed and host the playoffs here next week. If McMinn Central gets the win, then Sweetwater likely on the road to Unicoi County. But again, that whole region, those games, they still play tomorrow night, so anything could shake up. But that's the likely 2 scenarios right now as we see it.
That's the way it's looking.
So a big win tonight for Sweetwater. What a way to end the regular season. One thing of note, I know a lot of you have appreciated our live stream video that we've been doing this season. Tony Cox up on the video tonight. Riley Hamill's been doing that most of the season. Kara Day did it last week. But again, with NFHS and TAA regulations, they have the rights to postseason. And so unless we pay a big fee to do this, this will be our last live stream of the season, but we will still have radio call next week regardless of wherever we're at.
We, 3 of us, are going to be there.
Yes.
That's all y'all need to know.
So we'll still have the coverage, just will not have the live stream next week. Wherever we're at, and that's going to be likely a 7 o'clock kickoff. Our coverage times will likely be the same as they've been this season with the 7 o'clock kickoff in the regular season, so not much to change there.
Not much there. I was going to say, throw out one more time for Know Your Wildcat. I'll admit I've been a little sparse with those this week. We had Diego Laredo up Monday. Look tomorrow. There will be a new one up tomorrow. And then, if my count is right, I got 5 guys left. And how many days are there in next week?
There's plenty to get it done.
There's plenty to get it. So I'll be out here at practice Monday, getting that stuff taken care of, and hopefully we'll have the whole team done by next week and football left to play the following week.
Every football Wildcat already has talked to this season, or will finish up this week. So good job. That's been a feature that people have loved on our social media. One thing about social media, go on our Facebook page right now. As we said, we got our $50 gift card giveaway contest going. You can win a $50 gift card to Victorino's restaurant in downtown Sweetwater. That brought to you by Valley Insurance. Go on there, find the post. I've got it pinned at the top. If you can't see that, scroll on down. Find the pictures of the food and the Valley Insurance logo. All you have to do on that to enter to win is comment on the post with your most used emoji and then share the post publicly so everybody, your friends and everybody can see that share. So do that for us and qualify. You have till Monday afternoon to do that, and then we will select a winner from those entries. Okay? Valley Insurance, thank you for that. Thank you to our sponsors tonight. I want to hit them individually real quick. Ag Central Co-op, C&E Heating and Air, City of Sweetwater, Choda, Domino's, Fairweather Financial, Fat Hats Grill, Sweetwater Family Eye Care, Jackie Jones Ford, McDonald's, Napa Auto Parts, Paramount Insurance, People's Bank of East Tennessee, Realty Executives Main Street, Sarah's Paul Paradise, Sweetwater Hospital Association, Sweetwater Crossings, Sweetwater Insurance Agency, Star Regional Medical Center, Tennessee Metal Products, Valley Building Supply, Valley Insurance, and Volunteer Federal Bank. Thank you to our sponsors. Sweetwater wins 38-25. That's going to do it for the Wildcat Wrap-Up Show, brought to you by Jackie Jones. Football continues next week. Sweetwater will be here or on the road. Again, stay tuned to us and our social media platforms, and we will update you when we know the exact location and matchup for the Wildcats next week in the first round of the playoffs. But you can catch the coverage, of course, right here on the Voice of the Wildcats, WMTY 98.3 and WDEH AM 800. That's going to do it for our broadcast. Artie Gross here with me, Brian Nile, Jacob Keener back to station running master controls, Tony Cox up there running the camera for us. I'm Brian Birchfield saying good night, everybody.
Wildcat Wrap-Up Show has been brought to you by Jackie Jones Ford, the place to go to buy or sell your vehicle.
You've been listening to Sweetwater Wildcats Football, a presentation of Horn Radio Sports on Oldies 98.3 FM WMTY. Tonight's game has been brought to you in part by
Ag Central Co-op, C&E Heating and Air Conditioning, City of Sweetwater, Chota Community Health Services, Domino's, Fairweather Financial, Fat Hats Grill, Sweetwater Family Eye Care, Jackie Jones Ford, McDonald's, Napa Auto Parts, Paramount Insurance Services, People's Bank of East Tennessee, Realty Executives Main Street, Sarah's Paw Paradise, Sweetwater Hospital Association, Sweetwater Crossings, Sweetwater Insurance Agency, Star Regional Medical Center, Tennessee Metal Products, Valley Building Supply, Valley Insurance, and Volunteer Federal Bank.